Hello, everyone, and we're live, and we're back for our finale of Harpy's Imperfect Sync actual play called The Rifts. We're here, we're queer, we're ready to play some freaking games. And for the last time, let's go around and introduce ourselves and our characters and answer the awkward question of Rook had me come up with a question, which Rook will also have to answer for themselves. Yes. But oh, me and Nick are switched. Y'all sure are. There we go. There you go. Now you're in the right spaces. The question is, what would be the best or worst world for you to get isekai'd into?
Oh, there we go.
Yes. So, Rook, go ahead, fam. Start us off. Introduce yourself. All that good stuff.
Hi, my name is Rook. As always, I will be your storyteller for this evening, and today my camera is a little laggy for issues I cannot solve right now, so please bear with me with that. But I feel like just because it's been on my mind for like the past several months, I think it's been several months, the worst place for me to get isekai'd into would be Elden Ring, just because I don't deal well with like apocalypse settings, and if one of those hand spider thingies ran at me, I would simply no longer exist. I feel like the best one, I don't really have a best, but I do want to play Final Fantasy XIV, so I'm just gonna say the world of Final Fantasy XIV. It seems fun. It seems whimsical. There's a forest. I like. Next person.
Hi, I'm Arna, and I have spent the last season playing series, and it has been so much fun. It's been a fucking pleasure. And also, it's my birthday. I'm 39.
Birthday!
Thank you. So this is gonna be my birthday party. I'm gonna fuck it up like I'm 21.
Yo, you gotta cash app. Put that shit in the link.
We'll buy you drinks.
I'll throw my PayPal in there at some point. I'll remember
to.
I swear to God, I will. Because if I try to do it now, I'll forget everything else I'm doing. And let's see. It probably the world to get randomly sucked in would be. You know what? I don't want to go Lord of the Rings. I love Rings. It couldn't be. There's too many like spiders. I'm out.
Too many spiders.
I'm out. You have never seen anyone like in. Remember that episode of Ren and Stimpy where they get stranded in space and they implode. They turn themselves inside out. They crawl up their own belly button and cease to be. I would do that.
The only spider I know is Shelob, though. Like.
No, the Mirkwood is full of them. They just be hanging out in the Mirkwood.
Shelob's got kids too.
Yeah. That is true. Shelob does have kids.
Sure, like, you know, Shelob being the size of a Mack truck and like her kids are just the size of German Shepherds.
Time out.
Who the fuck just said what is Ren and Stimpy?
What is Ren and Stimpy, Rook? Have you not?
Oh wow!
Are you trolling us? Are you trolling the millennials in this game right now, or do you not know what Stimpy is?
I am baby. I am going to wreck this like I'm 21 because I am 21. I am baby.
Okay.
Everyone was really high when they came up with it. I'm just saying.
It's a cartoon that shouldn't have been on children's TV.
Was one of the flagship cartoons that actually launched Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
its own cartoon channel. It ran alongside Doug and Rugrats, and the three of them really kind of covered a pretty wide variety of weird kids. But if you watched Ren and Stimpy, either both your parents worked the same shift, your parents smoked weed. The end. The end. If you were under 13, watched Ren and Stimpy, both of your parents was working second shift and no one was there. One of your parents was smoking weed in the back room and no one was there to stop you because there was no reason for Stimpy was fucking 9 and 10 years old. That's
Any remotely involved parent would know not to let their kid watch Ren and Stimpy, even
Yeah.
a little bit.
Even a little bit, yeah.
Ugh.
great cartoon for teenagers, but it was not being shown to teenagers.
Yep. All right.
All right, and I'm being ass kids. I'm gonna jump into this world. I'm gonna jump into our game world.
Fantasy.
We have established really, really, really good public transportation. We have established strawberry shortcakes the size of human heads. We have established like really randomly showing up all over the place, and apparently a great nice pay, no meth coyotes. I'm going there.
It doesn't matter. The meth coyotes are part of the real world and that world. So, like y'all think I made this up? I didn't make up the meth coyotes. They're real.
Exactly, like meth coyotes are a problem here. You've eaten there. I'm going there.
I'm somehow bringing the meth coyotes in before this is over. I don't know how, but
All right. I'm Nick. I play Izzy, our artist. I had thought for Izzy and not for myself, so I'm just going to answer for them. Izzy would hate to be in Sword Art Online or any of the video game based isekais because they do not understand it at all and would be one of the first people to die, which doesn't sound like a good time. But they really would like to be in either Sailor Moon or Azumanga Daioh for very different reasons, but both involve shenanigans.
Lots of shenanigans.
Okay, my turn. I'm Colin. I play Alex and also Axel. They are one and the same, kinda, sometimes, sort of, not really. He's just a nice boy possessed by a demon. And I think for me, I mean, right now I want to get sucked into Stardew Valley. I think that's just where that Val gave me a copy of Stardew Valley like last month. I think I haven't touched it for at least
like
a month.
after our first session of this game, you said I don't know what
Yeah.
Stardew Valley is, and I gifted it to you. Yeah.
And it's been sitting there because I've been playing a lot of Hades. But I started it, and now I just want to live there. That would be great. Just in my little cabin with my little stove and just living entirely off of parsnips, which is where I'm currently at, subsisting on parsnips. It is very, very relaxing, and that has been a great benefit to me these last few days. Alex would hate that, and so would Axel would fucking hate that. Oh my god, Axel would hate Stardew Valley. It's such a slow game. Axel will be like, "Come on, where's the fucking murder? Like, what is?"
There is murder in that game. You just haven't found it.
No, I got to that. I go to the mines and fight
Yeah,
stuff.
it's cozy murder.
But Axel would want to get put into fucking like Doom, and he'd have a great time with it too. Axel just would want to be a space marine with like a chainsaw. But yeah. Anyway, that's me. We'll see what happens.
Wally goes, Axel's probably a prison simulator kind of guy. That makes me think of that one anime where I don't even remember the name of it. There's like 12 episodes. I think it's based off of a video game where it's just like this 12-year-old and this serial killer, and they're just going through like a mythical prison, murdering their way up. Like,
I know what you're talking about, but also don't remember the name.
I don't remember the name. I watched it when I was not sober one night because I was like, let's see what the kids are watching in anime these days. And like, anyway, hi everyone, I'm Val. This is my channel. I bring to you Jackie Shales, our cryptid creature of the group. As far as me being isekai'd into worlds, I, on the other hand, would love to go live in Tolkien's worlds, but only if I get to be a hobbit and nothing else, okay? Listen.
I would love to living in the Shire sounds great.
Like, listen, you just farm your food, you do a little guardian, you just go and drink and you eat and then you nap. Like you have
Go down
so
to the pub
many,
and dance and sing.
you eat all the time. Like
They're so cozy all the time.
I would be a hobbit. Like I am a hobbit. Like I would live my best hobbit life. I would not want to be in I don't want to be in a superhero world because there's so much collateral damage. And as far as Jackie goes, I think Jackie would like to be isekai'd. You know what? I don't think she would like to be isekai'd so much as she would like to time travel before Christopher Columbus and just murder him. Like I think that's what would happen. Otherwise maybe like Assassin's Creed. Sounds like a good way to murder Christopher Columbus is to be an Assassin's Creed. So that's what she would do. But hey, if you want us to murder Christopher Columbus in this game, you can help us do that with your subs and donations. Every 100 biddies that you give to the channel, just like our dear friend Bolt did, goes into a reroll pool. We're currently at 6 rerolls. If you subscribe or give subs to the channel, you can put into a dice pool that we can re-roll. We have 6 of those right now. And if you donate $10 or more, you can give us a pulse idea. It's the last fucking episode, so if you're into it, you need to do it like now. So again, if you want to help, if you want to have a Christopher Columbus pulse bad guy that we can murder, let's do it. Just donate me some monies. We'll also completely stop for like $10,000. I've always put up the option that if you want to pay us to shut the fuck up and go offline, we'll do that too. But it's like a 10K minimum, USD. Everyone here gets paid. We go when we have a nice little vacation and we just play the game on our own without you watching us. But
with unmarked non-consecutive 20s. That's very important.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, the thing is, it would just go straight to my PayPal, so I would just.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So I would just PayPal everyone here some money and my mods and all of that. Just be like, hey guys, here we're paid. All right, cool. I'm done. So it's time to get started. But I have to pee again. So just do what you gotta do, Rook, while I release thyself.
That's fine. We weren't going to start with Jackie. Also, that's the first time I've heard of the 10K donation thing, and it's completely thrown me off rhythm. Okay, where were we? This is the Rifts. Okay. Last time on the Rifts, all we see for this last time on the Rifts segment is an image of a blue flame tiger kind of like lightly floating above the city of Fantasy Vancouver. It is being consumed by the same blue flame that makes up our most beloved foe. And from the sky, the stars are falling. Comets of again that blue flame, and the shadow where you can see the rock of these meteors look suspiciously like winged beings falling to earth. Sirius, you bolt awake after having had that dream. Your curtains, like there is a light behind your curtains that is distinctly blue. What do you do?
So I sit up and I am just, my skin is cold, clammy, the back of my neck is, the room is dark, but it's not as it should be. Inked, like not blue silver like the moon, just an electric blue light flooding through, highlighting that should be shadowed. So I'm gonna go ahead and shove out of bed and stumble over to my window and yank my curtain back.
You see the city streets are flooded with blue flame. Nothing looks like it's burning, strangely enough. It's kind of like the flame is kind of like lapping over physical reality, not touching it, but the world is covered in this blue fire.
Am I like, is it this or is everyone seeing this? Are people reacting in the street or is this just
The streets are empty.
conduits are seeing it?
Hmm.
Like suspiciously or just empty?
Oh, suspiciously empty.
All right.
You've woken up at this time before. You know the drill. People like coming home from partying. Nah, there's no one.
I'm going to reel backwards from the window in shock and reach for my phone immediately. I'm gonna reach for my phone before I am gonna reach for my weapon first. And I dial Jackie.
Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
Alex too, since you're also there, you both bolt awake. The light, whatever light streams into your basement, is a deep, rich blue. You have a couple moments before you receive the call from Jackie. Not Jackie, Sirius. You're Jackie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just bolting awake. Oh, fuck, that was weird. You're muted, Colin.
Yeah, I just said it.
Mm-hmm.
You like sit up and say that, and then realize that Alex is like next to you and also already awake too. Like, yeah, it fucking was. That was weird.
Wait, did you oh, hold on. Oh, shit, that's serious. Like, swipe.
Hey, Sirius.
Puts it on speaker. Hey, what's up? What time is it?
Put something across your ass and step outside. Don't go all the way out of your apartment. Just step outside far enough to look at the sky.
Okay, I'll go. Hold on. And he like hops up and throws on a bathrobe.
Mm-hmm.
And goes over to like the casement window to try to look out.
The sky, as far as you can see, is normal. You see the blue flames lapping over everything, but the sky is just filled with stars. Actually, there are you can see more stars than you naturally could in the middle of the sea.
And also blue flames.
Mm-hmm.
And also blue flames. The blue flames might be more distracting.
Yeah, that's more of a... Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Yeah, fuck. And he, like, runs back toward, like, their couch bed and, like, starts frantically throwing his pants on and, like, getting dressed.
Yeah, I think by the sound of that serious, we realize that it's serious. Have you... Fuck, let's get dressed. Let's meet. Where are we meeting?
Before we get to that,
Mm-hmm.
the camera switches over. Izzy,
Yes.
you also bolt awake. Your room is like normal, like you like regular light, whatever the light would be at this time of morning. I would say it's probably about like 2 a.m. And when you blink and you open your eyes, you see the blue streaming in, and then you blink and it's gone. And you blink one more time and it's still gone, and then you blink again and it's back, this time for longer. And randomly, erratically, when you blink, the light comes and fades. What do you do?
Izzy kind of like mechanically, almost like it's happened before, gets out a paintbrush and a pad and starts detailing the scene from their dream, drawing not exactly what we saw before, but a possible scene after, maybe, of 5 people standing up on buildings
Okay.
facing a tiger.
Okay. Izzy, you are painting. The half of your painting is done in the darkness of your flat, and half of it is lit by an eerie blue light. And we will move back. Where are you meeting? Wherever you decide to meet, Harold and Bastion will meet you there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where are we meeting?
Let's. I actually want to. I'm surprised that Izzy has joined us in the group chat. So, actually, want us to meet and head toward Izzy's apartment just to make sure that something not wrong.
Yeah, out of characterly, has Izzy gotten their apartment back from like their mom? Has like you gotten access to your trust
where's
fund?
Izzy hiding?
Yeah, that's the thing. I thought Izzy was with Bastion or Harold.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
That's even better shit.
As far as I remember, Izzy, you're by yourself. But that can be different. Oh, wait, no. Oh, right, no, you're staying at Bastion's place, weren't you? I completely forgot about that.
Mhm.
Yes. Sorry, could you repeat the question?
Oh, we were just
trying to figure out where
Izzy
we're going.
was because
Why don't we
that's the direction.
how about, because I know that Izzy, Jackie doesn't know where Izzy's at, but Jackie also knows, because we had this conversation, that Izzy is not at their apartment anymore. So I will be like, they're not going to be there. I'll try and get in contact. Let's just do the rooftop of the mall. Like, let's just do the rooftop of the mall.
I'm also fine with Bastion mentioning that I'm at their place, since they are looped into the group chat.
There you go. Okay. It's like, it's alright. Alright, cool. See? Mall. Let's go. See you soon. Fuck. At least have a pot of coffee.
Yeah, Izzy, you hear a knock at your door. Bastion.
He kind of snaps out of what they were doing. Yeah?
Izzy, are you gonna be okay here?
I think so. Go. Is something going? Is it? Yeah, go. I'll be fine.
Okay. We'll be at the mall if you need us. If you want to join us. We'll be there. Okay. I'm gonna head out.
Okay.
You hear the like. I'll try to be. You hear the clank, clank, clank of like armored boots as Bastion leaves. And we cut to the roof of the mall. The 5 of you are gathered here. The 3 of you, Bastion in full armor, and Harold, mirrors swirling around him. As you travel to the mall, you are running through the fire, but the fire parts for you. It never like touches you directly.
I don't like that.
It almost like kind of like leaps out of your way as if it doesn't want to touch you, rather than kind of like parts as if anticipating your arrival. Is a reactive pullback.
Oh, what the fuck is? I'm really tired. I'm sorry. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. It's. Did you have a dream?
Yeah, I did. Something with things with wings falling from the sky.
Reminds me of that one episode of Supernatural.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is filmed here, by the way. Or was
Mm.
when they were alive. But
When they were
Fantasy
alive.
Supernatural was filmed in Fantasy Vancouver.
Supernatural was filmed in real Vancouver and Fantasy Vancouver. Like, just to like kind of like takes like before we can even like get to the mall, like Jackie just kind of stops. Is there a way that I could just so like how like this blue fire, like how tall is it? How wide is it? Like is it touching any, is it burning anything?
It's not burning anything. It's about knee height.
About knee height, not burning anything. Is it man, you know what, it kind of reminds me of like, have you ever played this, did you ever play Dungeons and Dragons, Alex?
I cannot wait to see where this goes.
And he says, no.
Okay, well, it kind of reminds me of this thing in Dungeons and Dragons called Fairy Fire, where it doesn't like burn anything; it just sort of illuminates stuff.
Yeah, it just
Or
sort of
like-
rings things in like different colors so that it's
Yeah,
easier.
or like
I think
or like-
whatever. I think that's what I heard.
or like Foxfire, which is completely different. It's almost like Foxfire is like an anime thing. It's like it's a Nine Tails fox thing.
Okay, you're losing me here. What do you want to do?
I don't know. I'm just looking at it. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck it is.
Oh, the fairy fire.
Yeah,
the blue fairy fire.
The blue fairy fire. Yeah.
Maybe
Listen-
it makes it easier to hit things.
So it doesn't want to hit us because it refuses to touch us? Where are we at?
Oh no. Okay, I see your point now. Why wouldn't it want to hurt us though? The blue tiger wants to hurt us all the time.
There's kind of like a pause, and we're almost to the mall at this point, so the skyscrapers are kind of down or whatever, and I just kind of, I was like, it's not that he wanted to hurt us, he's always just wanted to use us, heartbreak us. And like this look of concern like comes across like her face as she looks at you, and it's like he couldn't get to any of us when he did, but you're still the last one. You haven't done it yet, so just
Last one and yet? Excuse me?
you haven't broken your heart yet, is what I'm saying.
No, I know what you mean, but you're talking about it like it's definitely gonna happen.
I don't well, I'm not gonna let it happen is what I'm saying. Like, we can't let it happen because I feel like that you're like the last, you're the final girl. We just can't let this happen, okay? And I just like grab your wrist and I like tug you, like, let's go. Like, just
Fine,
don't.
girl, what the fuck? Awkwardly protesting.
We
We finally get into the roof after we have this awkward, stupid moment of being stupid children.
You are that indeed. We rejoin the five of you on the roof of the mall. The fire burning below you, the stars more plentiful than usual, but nothing seems to be wrong with them above you. Oh.
What?
Are you going to transform now?
I am. No, I'm waiting. There's something about it doesn't feel right. I've got my little hammer keychain. I've got it hooked around my finger. I'm fidgeting a lot. It's bouncing off the palm of my hand as I pace back and forth along the roof, much like the tiger. I know the tiger is pacing because I'm pacing the exact way, and I'm dragging my hands above the fire, watching it kind of duck away from me. I haven't transformed yet, but I need to. I just don't know what I'm waiting for yet, but I'm waiting for something.
Okay.
So that's our
Um,
secret, Cap, is Jackie is always in some state of transformation. like there's just, it just depends on like what stage, because it doesn't consider the cryptid transformation just an extension to something that already exists.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, the reason I asked was less for anything like narrative wise, and more
Yeah.
just like when you do, because this is the finale.
Mhm.
Give us
Ah,
your
gotcha.
transformation sequence again.
Okay.
But that's fine. As you are Sirius, as you are kind of like running your hands over the fire, just give me like a roll. Your heart rate should be 5 right now.
Let me take a look. And do. You piece of shit, please stop going slow. You know what? I'll get the physical back. There we go. That's what I thought. Okay, 5. No successes, 1 failure.
Ooh, okay. Interesting. You run your hands over the fire and you don't feel anything. You feel like what you get the sense of is that the tiger's ability to guard his emotions and his presence, or that his presence is in the fire and it's so widely, like, it's so thinly spread out that you can't get a good bead on him. So, like, you don't feel anything from this fire for, like, either of those 2 reasons. And instead of feeling warm, as you, like, keep running your hands over it, it just gets colder and colder and colder. Until it's not to the point of frostbite, because, like, magical fire isn't going to give you frostbite, let's be real. But it's very cold.
That's enough to make me snatch my hand back.
It's that level of cold of where it burns to the touch.
Yes.
Like dry ice.
Mm-hmm.
So don't touch the blue fire. Lesson.
Although the 2 of you don't feel that cold. Like, to the 2 of you, it's kind of warm. You know, it's like you have light heating on. Only Sirius feels that cold.
Okay.
All right. So theories, solutions.
Theories. Well, we like repeatedly pissed off the blue tiger, so maybe it's trying to kind of smoke us out a little bit, get us to do something stupid, like all be in one place. Damn, I thought that would work. Okay.
You tried. I'm proud of you.
Well, it fucking hates us and like wants us to be assholes like it, so
What did we ever do to it? Like, we just existed, and we just handled things that attacked our city. Like, we're not the only people like us. Like, we're the only people like us in the city. So why us? Why this city?
As you ask that,
Vancouver.
I was going to respond to Colin, but I got distracted, so
Sorry.
I didn't. No, that's fine. But as you ask that, because that's a better trigger for it, you kind of hear from behind. I don't know if you're facing the same direction, but from behind the 2 of you, definitely, you kind of hear a voice say, "Oh, that's a good question, isn't it?" And from the flames comes the tiger.
All right. And Alex turns to Jackie, since Jackie's still like holding physically restrained.
Oh yeah, like there's even like a part of me that's just like wants to put you behind me.
He turns to you and just looks you straight in the eye, Jackie, and is like, I need to go away for a second.
Yeah, gotcha.
Axel's really, really pissed.
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
Cool. All right. What the fuck do you want?
Do you transform, or is this just Axel coming through? For
I think it's just Axel coming through. It's like he kind of does these sort of partial transformation type deals.
Okay.
I think it's Axel just popping through. If things really pop off and like this looks like it's coming to blows, then he'll do a full transformation.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, what the fuck? What gives, man? You have been fucking with us repeatedly for weeks, making all these people go heartbroken and do all kinds of crazy shit and act not like themselves, and you stole my buddy's powers, and I'm fucking pissed, all right? So could you just, like, tell us what it is you want, what'll make you go away, or just, like, I don't know, fuck the fuck right off, dude. Seriously. I'm fucking done. I'm just done. I will bash your fucking skull in with a bass guitar. Do you understand me, you stupid, gigantic, overgrown, flaming fucking cat? Are we clear? Fuck, man.
The tiger laughs and says, I can do one of those things, and kind of like flicks a paw. And again from the fire kind of like surges around him. And suddenly you are kind of like face to face with this blue-haired man kind of like sitting in kind of like a chair. It's not quite a throne, but the chair is quite ornate. Did you see the chaos that one of you caused, Heartbroken? It was quite a beautiful sight, I must say. And imagine the chaos that 6 abnormally powerful people, all heartbroken, could cause. That is what I wanted, but the 6 of you are so very stubborn.
Yeah. Time out. I'm gonna stop that monologue right there. I'm sure it's pretty awesome. So you're saying you just want this to happen because of chaos? Like you just want chaos to happen?
What do you think I am?
Are you
What
just
do
the
you think?
embodiment of chaos?
No! What do you think all of us pulse? We feed off emotion. And what gets humans emotional? Like a good bit of upheaval.
Okay, but hear me out here, Tiger Man. Okay, person. I don't mean to misgender you. You don't have, like, chaos, like... You can have chaos without pain.
Yeah, you don't gotta, like, hurt people and be a fucking asshole.
Like, have you not... Like, in fact, look at what happened... What we did with Izzy's mom. That was chaotic as fuck, my dude. But we didn't...
Yeah.
No one...
No love for that.
No one died. There was no property damage. No one
We
got
just ran a
hurt.
fucking colonizer out of town on a rail. You don't get any points, any chaos points for
That's
that. That doesn't
chaos.
make you fucking
That's
happy.
incredible. Like, what do you think the cryptid shopping for dresses in Nordstrom is, but not chaos?
Turns around and high fives Jackie. Chaos twins, right here. We can provide you all the fucking chaos you need, and no one needs to fucking die.
Or get
What the
hurt
shit?
or heartbroken. Like, that's just... You lack in imagination.
That's
Like-
what it is. Thank you. I've been trying to put my finger on it, and that's it. You're fucking boring, man. You're
Like-
just boring.
Who do you think you are, Heath Ledger? Like, come on.
Yeah, dude.
You know what? He's
Axel's
not.
like, I
He's
think I get
not
that
Heath
reference.
Ledger. You know what he is? You know what he is, and I just look at everyone.
Joaquin
He-
Phoenix.
No, he's Jared Leto. That's what
Oh,
he
God.
is. Like, go
You
back
got
and,
one note, man.
Go
You
back
got
to
one
your
fucking
vans
note.
and You were doing better with 30 Seconds to Mars. Don't you have something else to do?
Well, okay, I got my opinions about 30 Seconds to Mars. Let's just pump the brakes on that a little bit. But still, in the main, your point absolutely stands. All you do is just cause shit to cause shit. There's so many more interesting ways to make chaos in the world, man. Make fucking music. Make art. Have sex. Do something fun. Don't just kill people, you piece of shit. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Or just
Come on.
like
You are a poser, my dude. You are such a fucking poser. Get big. For the love of God, try something new and original with your life. Instead, it's just, I gotta make everybody all heartbroken and want to hurt people. Grow the fuck up, Tiger Man. Ugh. All right, I'm getting out. Peace, bitches.
Wait, okay, Chaos Twin, bye. Like, sorry,
Just
sorry,
like-
we just hijacked
I think
we
Axel's
just
trying to
hijacked
prove a
that
point.
Yeah, we just hijacked his monologue and monologue.
It's fine.
I think Axel's just trying to prove a point or something. Like he's jumping out really. Yeah, chaos, motherfucker. See, yeah, that's what he's doing. He's coming and going.
Like, what is evolution but not chaos? I don't. It's just fucking poser. I agree.
Poser,
Yeah.
fucking poser.
Just anyway, we're just waiting to see if any of that.
And Alex is just like, what did I just do? He doesn't really know.
You look over and he has his eyes closed, and as you stop, he opens them. Are you quite done?
No, we're not done.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
no,
sure
sorry.
Sirius has some shit to say about how boring you are. Sirius, you want in on this shit? Let's go.
Throw it over.
Like, just dabs at Sirius.
Dabs and fusion dances over to.
So, okay, first of all, just imagining y'all doing the like full warm, like Elric brothers. Ooh, just one on either side.
Take it away,
So
Sirius.
I'm gonna step a little closer and I'm gonna kind of tilt my head to the side.
He mirrors the angle that you tilt your head.
What? Do you know what you eat?
Wait, ask that again. I didn't hear that.
Do you know what you used to be?
Oh, you mean before the gestures out to light the city on fire? I used to be much like you, a mortal with more power than really I knew what to do with. A storm, a wildfire trapped in a glass bottle. And then that bottle cracked, and the fire was allowed to run free. And honestly, I haven't looked back since. But your friends have made a point. They think I am boring, and I'm not here to convince you to join my side. I'm here to snuff out the candles before they can burn the house down.
Wait, you want to snuff out candles? I thought you liked chaos. This doesn't make sense. Like, what's more
It is
chaotic
a
than fire?
metaphor!
Oh, it's a metaphor. It's a metaphor. He's using metaphors. I get it now. Okay.
Thank you.
Colonizing
Anyway,
bullshit.
please continue speaking.
I'm just making sure I get it. It's a metaphor for
Killing you.
snuffing out the candles is like killing.
You.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. So you
That's,
just want to kill us. That's all you want, is that you want to
See,
kill us.
we went full circle. We're just back to just the killing thing
You
again.
just wants to
Yeah.
kill us. Okay. Understand. Cool. You just want to kill us? Well, you know what? Fucking try. Let's go then.
Sirius, did you have anything to add?
I'm going to look like I want to take a step closer, but I'm going to go ahead and take a couple steps back in line with Jackie and Alex, and I'm going to go ahead and swing my hammer twice and elongate it to full size to transform.
Let's go. Transformation sequences.
Magical girl transformation sequences.
Magical girl transformation sequences. My camera froze.
That's okay.
It's
All
okay.
part of your sequence.
Sirius, you go first.
All right. So I am going to, as I spin my hammer, my enormous war hammer with a head like diachrotic prismatic glass around my head, light and glitter falls down over my head and shoulders, my wings. Enormous butterfly wings of neon light sprout out from between my shoulders. My dress, holographic silver glitter feathers, just a party mini dress with an enormous jewel right here, right where a big transformation brooch is supposed to go. Boom. And my they're knee high now. Left over from my heartbreak, they're now tall boots. My knee-high, equally holographic combat boots with more butterfly wings growing out the ankles. I flutter down to the ground, brace myself upon my hammer, and the camera moves off me to Alex.
Real quick, before that happens, my Zoom just froze, so we're all frozen. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm sorry, y'all. I just have to switch to Splash real quick so I can get this fixed so that we can do stuff. So, yeah, sorry. Okay, I think I fixed it. I just have to fix everyone's cameras, but we're all back. I want to thank Archival Dust Bunny and my friend Anna for those gifted subs, my friend.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Roaring.
So excited. Okay, so now that the descriptions are over, who needs to switch? Nick and Arnica. Colin, Nick. All right, cool. Nope. Yes.
You're
all right,
close.
everyone's back where they belong. Okay.
All right.
We did it. Now.
Magical girl.
Now
Okay,
it's time for the magical girl transformation. Go.
So I want to do this. I haven't done a full one of these throughout the entire fucking series, and I want to do it now. So in true magical girl transformation style, we just see like we just see like a left foot of like Alex's just like jeans and sneakers, but like the laces untie and they unravel, and then like they slowly transform into like metal plates that wrap around his foot and then climb up his leg into these big like knee-high like knight's gauntlet or knight greaves kind of, but with big fucking like kneecap badass spikes. And Alex's pants like suck into his legs, and then his muscles bulge out, and we see they turn into like sleek black jeans with rips in them. And Alex's shoulders broaden, and he stands up slightly taller, and he wears this like deep, absolutely vicious V, like Paul Stanley hellbent for leather look with like fucking all of a sudden all the chest hair he doesn't have that's popping out the front of it. And Alex's hair grows longer and flows behind him, and at the very tips of his curls you can see flames that lick little embers that fly behind him as he walks, and he tosses his bass guitar down in front of him and jumps on top of it like the Silver Surfer, does like a backflip in the air, and it lands back down behind Jackie, and then just like gets in a combat pose. Ready to rock.
Jackie.
So it looks a little different this time around than before. Like originally, the shadows would engulf Jackie, and then you would just have like the cryptid skull deer head just sort of appear. But I think this time around, especially since after being heartbroken, okay, things are about to get a little fucking eldritch here. Jackie's eyes just sort of go red, like just kind of like, you know how like in Supernatural they'll go black, but with hers they just go red. And her mouth opens, and you see the skull, the deer skull, just come out of it and tear through her skin. And like she'll come and reach over and just like pull things back. And as she pulls like her own flesh back, it you see just like like the black ichor and shadow that is normally, and it becomes essentially the rest of her body, like and engulfing her into like her own cryptid things. Like her arms just sprout, and there's already some bone on there that's that normally would be reserved for being further along, but since things have changed within her look changes. So even like she's got like the collarbone of the cryptid, and down like the arms into like the claws with the long ichor just falling from each of them. Not in like its half snake form yet, but it stands there and its mouth opens wide, and the black just kind of drips from its teeth like blood would if it had just eaten into something, and you just hear that as it breathes out, ready to eat some bullshit.
Okay. So a heads up for chat. So this combat, at least some of it, is going to be the three player characters of Axel, Sirius, and Jackie, 2 NPCs, one of which will be played by Nick, and one of which will be controlled by me, versus the tiger. So when you pass on the spotlight, those are your options, the 3 of you and the 2 NPCs.
Mm-hmm.
And because Jackie, you were last with that transformation, would you like to take the spotlight first?
Oh, okay, sure. So we have this fucking asshole sort of in front of us. I think the cryptid is going to find a way to control the space now more than anything. And is going to use this opportunity to have its shadow and ichor crawl across the floor of the mall. And then up up the sides. There's no walls, but like it's going to create a room, like a space, its own space, to hopefully for everyone to control it. I think that's what Jackie's plan is to get some spatial control over this area and claim it for their own instead of letting this thing have some stuff.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'll get to mechanics of that in a second.
Mhm.
Another thing I forgot to add was because you are fighting something with a heart rate, we ignore ones, which means I don't think you get a chance to like use successes to like raise people's heart rate like your allies, because it all goes to your opponents.
Gotcha.
So instead of fighting and instead of doing this, which has its own mechanics, you can like roll your heart rate, and for every 2 successes, you can shift an ally's heart rate by 1.
Gotcha.
So like say I rolled like 5d6 and I got 4 successes.
Gotcha.
I'd have 2 points to
I need
spend.
to get my...
Jackie, however, I would like you to roll. So you can take another action. No, actually, no. You're setting this up.
Yeah, I'm
However, you can roll your heart rate.
Okay. Which
and
is
just tell me successes.
5. Right?
You should be starting at 5.
Okay. We're just gonna start at 5. 2. I got 2 6s on my extra life dice.
Cool. So because you are in control of the space, so now and at the beginning of every round, so I'll remind you at the end of the enemy's round turn, you roll. The amount of successes is extra dice other people in the scene can use, which go away at the end of the round. So there's 2 extra dice in the dice pool. Those stack with the ones we have been so kindly gifted by our viewers. So yeah, so I think that, or you can spend them to take away dice from the enemy when he rolls.
Gotcha.
So that's up to you.
Yeah, you'll just have to like remind me that at the end of every round. Sorry.
Okay.
And
actually, yeah, no, that's better.
Yeah.
You can spend those charges as you like to grant people extra dice, or to take away dice from the tiger.
And we have, and just as I can do that right now or at the end of each round.
Whenever someone rolls.
Whenever someone rolls. Okay.
You can just be like, you get a dice, and you can do that twice this round.
Oh, okay. I'm fucking here for that. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And just to clarify, we had a total of 16 hearts now, right? Or 15?
Yes.
16.
Yes.
Okay.
I leveled you up quite a few times just because finale,
9,
you know.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I just had to draw it. So.
Cool.
Okay, cool. And I think kind of like with that, I will pass the spotlight on to Sirius.
Sirius.
No?
It does not. They didn't want to unmute.
Oh.
That button like 5 fucking times. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. So Jack has formed a liminal space between us and her space the tiger had kind of pushed us into, correct?
I engulfed all
We're
of
all
us.
in it?
Yeah, it's the size of it's the size of the roof of this building. I essentially made it. Like at least this section that the bakery and the record shop is on.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My internet may be acting up again. Hold on.
It's okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and how tall is this? How tall is this thing? Have I lost all my flight advantage?
Wait, how tall is the tiger, or how tall?
How tall is the?
I will say like it's a little bit thinner up there at the top just because I'm only at 5 heartbeats, but we'll say I'll say it's 30 feet high. if Rook will let me have it.
That's fine. We don't use measurements in the
Yeah,
system.
it's about 30 feet high, so you have some flight advantage. Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead, head up to just over head height, so you can get the lay of the land, and draw my hammer. But I'm not attacking yet. Right now, I'm just waiting to see what he's going to do now that Jackie has enclosed us and cut us off, whatever it is the tiger thought he was setting us up for.
Okay, cool. I will say, I'll say then, since you're not doing any, like, you're kind of like preparing, like, when he goes, you can also make an attack then, like,
Okay.
and like respond to what he's doing. Who are you passing the spotlight to?
I'm gonna go ahead and pass to Alex.
So Jackie's enclosed us in a weird space.
It's just like when I enclosed you, just
Yeah.
maybe less terrifying.
Mhm. Since it seems like what we're doing is trapping the tiger here, which I think is a great move. I want to try some bullshit. I want to do a little synchronicity with Jackie.
Okay.
Jackie's gone this turn. You cannot sync with Jackie.
Yeah, well, I guess what I mean is I want to kind of compliment what she already did, is what I'm
Okay,
saying.
cool. Go ahead.
So since Jackie surrounded this whole place with her ichor, Axel flies up to like the top of this barrier and hovers there with his base and starts like pumping out like some slap rhythm to make the barrier that Jackie put up vibrate.
Ooh.
And make the whole thing kind of wiggle. I'm trying to basically charge it into making like an electric fence, so that if the blue tiger tries to escape through it, he like gets hurt by Jackie's ichor.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Roll your heart rate. Let me know how many successes you get, and if he tries to escape.
Okay.
Take
5
an extra dice, because I have
Okay.
2 to give you.
66. 2 successes.
Awesome. Yeah, your power just kind of like resonates out through Jackie. You sense this is going to hurt a lot if he tries to escape.
With my righteous rhythms.
And secretly
and give it to Izzy.
chat. Oh, and secretly to chat. If he's not right where he wants to be. You cannot pass to Izzy, but you can pass to Harold the Bastion.
Oh, okay. Which one's Nick controlling? Harold? Is that right?
Yeah, I've got Harold.
All right. Take it away, Nick.
Alrighty, Harold here, seeing that you guys are doing that, is going to, in my mind, he's a bit angry since he was the first one it heartbroke and tried to turn against everyone else. He's going to use his mirrors to blind the thing, reflecting light from its own fire back into its eyes.
Cool. Roll Harold's heart rate for me.
Okay. I also was going to go ahead and use his overwhelming light tag.
Nice.
Love you too. I got smooched. Leave me alone.
And you said we were ignoring ones.
Yes.
So 2 successes.
Okay. The tiger got 3.
Oh.
As you shoot this like light towards the tiger kind of like puts out a hand and kind of like twists, and the light is kind of like almost like transmuted into fire, and some of it licks against like Harold. Your heart rate goes down by 1.
Oh no.
The tiger is out for blood.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Is that the end of Harold's turn?
I believe so. I think we'll pass it to Bastion.
Cool. Bastion, seeing Harold gets hurt, is going to make use of the mechanic I made up for this fight, and is going to roll to give you some extra heart rate. Ooh, okay. It's 2 successes, so it's only 1. So, I think, like, rather than, like, Bastion healing you, I think, like, Bastion kind of, like, calls out to you, and, like, a shield kind of, like, comes between Herald and the fire, and you heal that point you lost. And now...
Awesome.
And now it is the tiger's turn. Am I going to use any of these tags? No. So, what the tiger is going to do, what he was planning to do as soon as, like, Jackie kind of, like, put the cage over the 6 of you, is he kind of, like, reaches out, like, with his other hand, his, like, hand being, like, covered in this gauntlet of flames, as he squeezes the air. And Jackie, because you are surrounding the space, you notice the fire, like, around the mall kind of begin to, like, writhe and seethe, and shards of it kind of, like, shoot towards you as he targets you.
Gotcha. I mean, I'm a fucking rube. Let's go. Like,
oh, his heart rate's higher. That's fine. Okay.
and I roll in defense, right?
Yes, you're rolling in defense. Oh no. Where did that
Can I, because I have this extra dice from the room, can I give it to myself for this?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, I'm gonna take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since it leaves at the end of the round.
Yes.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes
Holy shit.
out of 6.
Okay.
I just want to show that because it did happen.
How many successes was that again? 5?
I got 5, yeah, out of
Okay.
6.
He
yeah.
got 2. So
Speaking of chaos, Jackie.
yeah. Speaking of chaos, so Jackie, as these flames come towards you, how do you defend and how do you, like, redirect some damage towards the tiger?
How do I redirect? I assume that the way that it's redirecting, so I'm assuming it's these, so it's coming from the outside and attacking, like, the outside of my body, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's super easy. So essentially what I'm doing, especially since Harold has his mirrors out already, I'm just waiting to time it as it's about to hit me. I just open that spot so that it goes through me. It never touches me. It just goes through me, hits one of Harold's mirrors, and just goes after him instead, like his own shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And important question.
Uh-huh.
Up or down?
Where did, like, up or down? Just answer the
Like,
question.
are you shifting his heart rate up or down?
Down.
Okay, cool. That was the correct answer. How many was it?
If he wants
3?
to fucking
It was
kill
4.
us, I'm gonna kill him right back, okay? Like, we're Malcolm Riddling this shit, okay? Like, if he shoots you, you shoot him right back. Like,
That's extremely valid. Okay. He takes this damage, and the camera pans to Izzy at the end of the round. Izzy, what's going on?
Izzy has left their dorm, or not their dorm, the room they're in at Bastion's place, and is painting a wall.
Where?
I wish I knew how Vancouver was laid out. I think not too far from the mall, but not there. We'll go with the train station. It's been fixed, so it needs a new coat of paint anyway.
Okay. You are at the train station, you are painting. Before you tell us the image you are constructing, tell us what colors you have brought with you. What tools have you brought with you too?
Izzy has their spray paint in the binder, but also an actual paintbrush and some cans of paint from who knows where, and seems to be kind of combining the two.
Okay, cool. And what image is
The
Izzy painting?
Image is of, at the moment, 5 figures. They aren't quite distinct yet. Trying to shepherd a tiger into a cage as a 6-1 watches. It's hard to tell their expression.
Okay, interesting. The camera kind of like pans out, taking in the image as a whole. We see the shadowy figures, we see the tiger. I'm assuming looking none too pleased about this predicament. And we see the 6th figure watching on. And then we pan back to the roof. Before the round begins, Jackie, would you like to roll your heart rate again for
Yes.
your
My room.
space control?
Just 1 success on that one.
Okay. You get 1 charge this round, and Izzy, since you were technically the last to go, who is getting the spotlight?
I think Axel.
Let's go.
Axel.
Seeing how sick that move was to reflect its own fire back at it, which is fucking cool as fuck.
Thanks, babe.
Thanks, babe. I think he literally does, like, riding on his bass guitar up in the air is like, oh fuck, that was cool.
Thanks, babe.
And then,
Thanks.
and then is like, I gotta do something cool, and then flies down toward, I picture this if you will, riding bass guitar like a surfboard, flies down toward the tiger, and then just a few feet before it gets there, reaches down, grabs the bass from under his own feet, and swings it out to make good on its promise and bash its fucking skull in with a bass guitar.
Bully Adam skate the infinity this. Cool.
With a bass guitar uppercut on the evil kitty.
Awesome. Roll. I'm going to use a tag for the tiger, mostly because I want to say the name of the tag. So,
Okay.
So he has a tag called Devastation, but
Oh.
because of what you all were talking about in the intro, I've changed it to Meth Coyote.
I got 4 successes.
I only got 2. Oh no.
You did-
Okay. How do you absolutely decimate these fiery quadrupeds that come like charging at you?
And I want to take its heart rate down.
Yes.
Yeah, he flies toward, reaches the bass guitar up, uppercuts the tiger into the air, and then while he's in the air, brings the bass guitar back around and pile drives it down into the ground like a giant maul. And then just like bashes it one more time and just like looks back at Jackie like, was that cool?
That was very cool. It was super cool.
Thanks. Thanks,
Yeah.
babe.
You're welcome, babe.
You end up sending it like flying backwards, like not quite at the barrier you constructed, but like
That would've been a
getting
good
very
idea.
close. But for the first time, this thing is like knocked like flat. This thing looks hurt.
That's a fucking tough now, are you, kitty?
Who are you passing the spotlight to?
Serious, beat its ass, and then he just like turns, just fucking turns around and just like stomps back toward Jackie.
So I'm gonna go ahead and fly over to where it is, and I'm hovering just over it. And let's see. I'll be like, seriously, real question. Is this the chaos? Is this what you wanted? Is this the chaos you thought you were going to get?
He looks up at you. It's close. Not quite what I had in mind, but it's close. He like kind of like turns his head to the side and coughs, and like kind of like a baby dragon. Don't ask what images of baby dragons I have in my head. Like just kind of like spouts of flame just kind of like come out.
Oh, but when you say baby dragon, it's cute.
Yes.
Oh, flame burst. But this is a fucking asshole tiger. Fuck this guy.
He's baby.
Asshole cats can still be cute.
Yeah, that's true. Looks down at own cat.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use stop hammer time tag. I'm going to wind up and whack it, just take it off its feet and send it shooting back toward, like, right in the middle of the fray.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me as I type something out. Okay. How many successes did you get?
I got one.
Oh, it got one too! Okay, ignore the thing I just sent into Zoom chat.
Yeah, that prediction didn't come true.
Oh,
serious? No, I said kick its ass. What are you doing?
We do have rerolls if you want to
You
use
do
them.
have rerolls.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm not done fighting yet. No.
Okay.
Okay.
I have not yet begun to fight.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the two kind of like cancel each other out, and I think you do manage to like knock it back towards the center, but it doesn't take like any extra harm as you do so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm gonna approach it a little further and just kind of sink my hands in my hair and be like, there is chaos outside of this. Don't you want anything? You can't possibly want to die here.
I don't give a shit at what it wants.
The tiger kind of like sprawled out in the center of this roof, kind of just says, "You think you can take me out so easy? Why don't you try a bit harder then?" Who are you passing the spotlight to?
I am passing this spotlight to Harold.
Harold.
I was muted. I can't speak when I'm muted.
And Harold, since you're last, you're gonna get, well, second to last. I'll give you my dice.
Excellent.
Mhm.
Harold is going to, after the fire reflected off and the cat has been pushed back into the mirror, they are going to use the power the cat gave them and shatter the mirrors, sending the shards of glass at the kid.
Yes. Excellent. Good. In response to you using a facsimile of its power, it's going to use the tag. An enemy is a toy I haven't broken yet. Ooh. Wow, that's actually good.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh no. What did you get?
I got 3, which isn't bad, but
I got 3 too.
What? Jack is about to put an end to this bullshit. What?
Okay. That's fine.
funny.
I think like if you're okay with this, Nick, I think the like shards of mirror just kind of like stop like inches before it reaches the tiger as it just laughs and laughs and laughs.
Poor Bastion. Poor Harold.
Bastion, I'm not gonna take away this kill from you all.
It's my turn. I haven't gone yet either.
Oh, haven't you?
No, I have not
Oh,
gone.
no,
You made me
right.
roll for room control, but I still haven't
Right,
gone.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go first. You go
Cool.
first.
All right. So as
Oh,
this...
wait, actually,
What?
wait. Bastion's gonna try and give you extra heart rate.
Ah, nice.
Give him a sec. Yeah, you get 1 point.
I get a point. Does my heart rate go up, or do I just get another dice?
No, your heart rate goes up.
Okay, cool. I just gotta feel that shit in with a pink color pencil. We're good to go. Okay.
Okay, now you can take your turn.
All right. So kind of like as this thing is laughing, and it's on my roof, it's on my ceiling, it's wherever it is, it's inside of me. Axel / Alex is sitting right there, and like, you know, you hear that sound. It's like, I don't give a shit what it wants. And then the cryptid is like gone from next to you and reappears emerging in front of this tiger. And around the limbs of this tiger, the tendrils will come out from the room and hold it steady. And I am going to reach down its throat and pull out its heart.
Roll for me. I'm going to use the tiger's final tag, which is Stoke the Fury, which I feel like is happening here.
Yep, and I'm gonna use Eldritch Tendrils because that's what's happening. Like, it's not even like my arms are reaching down. I just have a tentacle come out of me and go, like, and deep throat him. Like, so deep throating that I'm going for its heart.
Get him some throat coat.
Yeah. So I get the normal 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get the extra 2. And you know what? Just for funsies, we have 11 in our pool right now, and I just have 3 dice hanging out right here, so I'm gonna take 3 of them because I just want to see. Because Jackie is the cryptid is done. Jackie is done. Just no. So 11 minus 3 is 8.
You saying I just want to see? Yeah, I'm just seeing like the Peter Griffin gif of just like I just want to talk. I just want to talk.
I'm not fucking talking. There is no talks that are happening today. There's no talking. Yeah, so that would be out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 dice apparently that I rolled. I got 6 successes.
Excellent.
Huh?
You rip out its heart.
And then I'm gonna eat it.
And you eat its heart.
Yes!
And you kill the entity known as the tiger. It lies there. Flames, dying flames, sputtering flames, coating its skin, coating its throat, coating its chest, avoiding the area where its heart once was. And it, barely alive, looks at you.
I would like to point out, I didn't like rip its heart out through like a chest cavity. I went down its throat and pulled it out that way. Okay, just want to like reiterate that.
I know.
That is what the cryptid did because that is metal as fuck.
The heart tastes like sriracha.
So for Jackie, it tastes like soap.
Not what I expected.
I was gonna make a Nando's joke, but then I realized who I'm in a Zoom call with.
Yeah.
Nathan, for you, it tastes like Nando's.
Nando's is in Canada. I would like to point that out. We have Nando's. We have Nando's.
Okay.
Here. Yeah, we have Nando's.
Tastes like
Okay,
it tastes like Nando's on the hot spice level.
Okay, so I'm Cajun. That means nothing to me.
Okay.
It's it's Jackie's brown. It's
really
delicious.
good. It's really good.
Oh man, and just so as it looks at me, like I have it like barely alive. I have its heart in my mouth, and I'm just gonna very, very slowly, like, crush its heart in my mouth. Like, I toss it in my mouth first and just crush it. Like, take my time with it. Open my mouth up. Do it a second time. Like, I want it to, like, watch me as it fades into darkness, eating its heart. And then, like, and if you allow me, I want to absorb its body into my ichor as it dies.
Would allow you
Mhm.
this if it were a normal pulse.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
You eat its heart,
Yeah.
and as you finished crunching and munching and swallowing, the body bursts into flame. And that is where we're going to take our break.
Okay. We will be back, y'all. We are hot. Hello, we're back with our stuff and stuff and stuff. So, I just ate a tiger heart. So,
Things you can say on our show. You just ate a blue tiger heart.
I just ate a blue tiger heart. Like I deep throated this tiger and got its heart out. So
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. We're
That's
adults.
a move that in Mortal Kombat growing up, my favorite fatality in that was in Mortal Kombat 3, where Kano would reach down your throat and pull your entire skeleton out of your mouth, which didn't make any sense whatsoever, but I thought it was amazing.
Like pulled it out like by the
Mortal Kombat, half of those didn't ever make sense.
It's okay.
Oh, so good.
It's so good.
But that's kind of what Jackie just did, except it was a tiger's heart.
It was just the heart.
Giving the tiger extra health. Anyway.
And now, Rook, what happens?
Yeah, what happens? Yeah.
Jackie, you consume the tiger heart, and the tiger begins to burn. The flames grow brighter and brighter, as eventually the tiger is surrounded by a column of blue fire, and is then joined by a swirl of glowing red feathers, and is then joined by an aura of crackling yellow lightning, and is finally joined by 1,000 watching eyes. As the tiger returns, still humanoid, the flowing blue hair, kind of like over his like hands are kind of like these like spectral tiger paws, kind of like a fursuit, is the best.
He's a spectral
example.
furry.
Like,
wait,
honestly,
am I attracted to this?
Monster fucker.
Coming out of his shoulder blades are these giant red-tinged pigeon wings. Out of his forehead, these long, yellow, sparking I was about to say antler moose. What I mean to say is moose antlers.
Moose antlers.
Moose antlers, yeah.
So he's made up of the pieces of things that we've killed before.
Yes.
I am not killed in all cases, I
Not
guess.
killed, but
How many of
banished.
those did we kill? I'm trying to remember the resolution. Did we kill?
I haven't eaten any of these.
I thought we ate some of those. I thought we've eaten some riffs.
No.
I don't remember.
I have not eaten any of these.
But anyway, it's made up of prior boss battles, is what you're
Yes.
telling me.
Yes.
Fuck.
As you are face to face with the heart of the pulse.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me.
And because we ended on Jackie's turn.
Yep.
Which was the last player turn.
And I just taunted
it
the
actually
fuck out of it.
It actually does go first. That's exciting. Jackie, you watched this being still like human-sized, but seeming to swell larger and larger. Oh, that sounded bad. Oh no.
We've already deep throated it. It can swell.
It's a natural reaction.
Yeah,
I'd say.
absolutely. Yeah.
Anyway, the
That seems like the
powers
right
of-
call.
Ooh,
Yeah.
now we're on point for this channel. Let's go.
the powers.
I could play some
around
sexy
it-
porn bass.
Yeah, let's go.
Anyway, you kind of feel these three influences you have felt before: the rage of the pigeon, the ecstatic joy of the moose, and the ever-watching presence of the peacock all target you all at once. As they do a sync attack, because they have the same heart rate. Please.
A pigeon, a sad pigeon, a thunder moose, and what's the last
The
one?
pigeon was angry.
Anger
angry.
pigeon. Anger pigeon, thunder moose. Was this a really happy moose? You said it was a joyous.
It was just a
thunder
happy-
moose?
Yeah, it was like the joy of a child.
Okay. So, Angie pigeon, happy
Angie
thunder
pigeon.
moose,
Happy
and what was the
Thunder
last?
Boy, your peacock.
What was it? Peacock?
The peacock, who is the man I ate?
It was,
So
it
I
was
did
the
eat
voyeur.
him, technically.
Oh
Well,
my
the
god,
eye-
you
What
did
was
eat
like-
him.
What was like the emotion with the peacock?
It was kind of like a sense of like pride in the things it had created.
And that's the guy that Jackie ate?
Yeah.
Yes. Before it
Okay,
became
so
a
you've
pulse.
eaten another one of them.
And the one whose portrait is up on Sirius's wall.
Yeah.
So you've
Ser-
eaten another one. What does
Look-
that do here, I wonder?
Arnik is having a serious vibe right now. I'm kind of jealous.
This is fascinating, though. Like, I'm trying to figure out what.
All right, so I need to roll my
Oh.
defense, right?
Yes, it did not roll well. You do not have to roll many dice.
Well, I'm just gonna roll my heart rate.
Yes.
So I got 2 successes.
Oh, it got the same.
Oh, okay.
I think this kind of energy kind of streaks out towards you,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. You tell me, how there's no effect. What happens?
I think as this energy streaks out before me, Jackie, the cryptid had a feeling this was just too fucking easy. And that was a taunt. Eating its heart was a taunt, and so almost half expecting it, essentially I just shield myself with my own body again. My Eldritch Horror is just, I just put up a wall of ichor between us so that it just which is still vibrating from what I understand. So really Jackie is vibrating. So
You're welcome.
thanks, babe. The whole time, and just a wall of vibrating ichor, and because it's just vibrating, this energy just bounces off, right?
And then, as the 3 extras, I need a better name for those 3. It's fine. As the 3 extras go, the tiger kind of reaches out, and from the ground, this massive greatsword, its blade not on fire, but kind of made out of a metal that is the same blue as the flames, kind of pulls it out of the ground, kind of looks to you and swings out with it.
I imagine that because there is technically no ground, there is only Jackie. I imagine that I left a space open in the concrete of the ceiling that we're on, the roof that we're on, and that he took that opportunity to pull it out as I defended myself. That's how I imagine that
sounds
happened.
good. Yes.
There you go.
That's
Cool.
great.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's a better roll. I need to... Okay. 3 plus 6. Okay.
Okay. Right.
Yes. How
And
many?
I have
you rolled?
2.
2.
2.
Okay. Jackie, this greatsword swings out, and as it touches you, it just passes through you. But you feel the heat of fire burn within you. You were at 6, right? Your heart rate goes down to 1. It got 7 successes.
Oh, buddy.
Holy shoot.
However, that is the end of the turn, and we return to the beginning of the round.
I think for flavor with that, though, that is enough to sort of as I'd like to flavor it, that in order to reattach myself and keep myself from dying, the room vanishes to reform the rest of my body. I've, instead of had
You reform it vibrating? When it all
I'm no longer, I would assume I'm no longer vibrating, but I have and you could it's just hoof.
I would like to pass the spotlight to Axel.
We're at the end. Does Izzy get another thing? I'm just asking.
No.
Okay.
Axel has a plan, but now that here's all I can say right now. Seeing that the ichor wall is down, Axel's gonna hop on his base and fly off, away from the roof of the mall. And Rook, I'll private message you where he's going, but
Okay.
he's leaving the house.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro!
He's temporarily abandoning this situation
Okay.
to return.
Okay. I assume that. Okay. Okay.
And I can still roll for what I want to do. But
Okay.
well, you can wait on it though. You don't have to do it right now, I guess.
Okay, that's fine. Who are you passing the spotlight to?
The last thing he does before he goes is run over to Jackie, and the fire fades out of his eyes like for a second. He's still in full Axel form, but kind of Alex's eyes come through. He's like, "Hey, I have a really, really stupid idea, but Axel thinks it's a good idea. And I am inclined to agree just this one time because we're really desperate. So I'm going to be right back.
Yeah,
Are you going to be okay?"
No, I'm about to fucking die.
Okay. That's not good. Fuck.
Like,
I still think this is a good idea. Can you just maybe stay alive?
I'll try.
I'm trying to think if there's anything I can do to heal your ass. But
You can. It will take your action. You can still run off, but if you wanted to do
Harold
something
at the
different,
very
Okay, yeah.
least will try and protect the giant cryptid. So go for
Yes.
your crazy plan.
okay. Yeah, he's gonna bail then. I'll be right back. And Axel like retakes over his form, and he just throws the base down, jumps on it, and it's a little shaky at first, but then he takes off.
The tendril that never left your wrist unravels so that you could do that because it still,
Thank you for that.
it still hadn't let go of you during all of
He goes to take off and like, could you maybe? Thanks.
Sorry.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, I'm messaging you, Rook, and I'll pass the message.
I think you can feel that, like, what's his face? The tiger would have said something really smug then, but instead he's just kind of like, what the fuck just happened? Just, like, looking at, like, Axel's leaving. Just, what? Anyway, you said the spotlight was passing to
Jackie.
Oh, okay. Well. Yeah, well, seeing all of this, I think what Jackie will end up doing is she's going to okay. Knocked prone on the ground, room's gone, 1 heartbeat. Jackie is going to leave the cryptid there, but escape through a hole in the ceiling and go into the bakery.
Okay.
Like, so it's kind of sneaky, so it's trying to make it look like the husk of the cryptid, because, you know, there was a husk of Jackie, now there's a husk of the cryptid that, you know, there's always connected
Can
to, because
Harold see this happening and do the stealth thing?
I don't.
No,
We're not.
You're
We're
at
not
1.
close
I
to-
can't sync.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. So yeah, like I'm just gonna go through essentially like the bakery chimney, and leave the husk there. What do I need to roll? Do I need to roll something? Do I need to I'm like Jackie's trying to like go catch their breath because holy shit, she's about to die.
Hang on, let me just respond to this absolutely wild thing I am currently reading.
I sent Rook what I want to do. Now he has to decide how to make me do it.
So I'm gonna say you don't need to roll for the mimicry, you can just do that.
Okay.
And you can just roll to, like, lick your wounds.
Lick my wounds? Okay. Yeah, they're full crits. Alright, so how do I lick my wounds? Just...
Roll heart rate plus any tags you want to add, and every 2 successes will bring your heart rate up by 1.
Okay, I'm gonna steal 2 more of the dice pool, like to put it down to 6. So we're back to where we started today. I think and lick my wounds. I'm using my extra life dice for sure because they have been. In fact, I'm gonna use all of these. They've been super rolling high. I got 1 success, so I got 2 back.
Wait.
You said I was
You
looking
got one.
where. Yeah, 1
Wait,
success.
how many success? Okay, every 2 successes is 1 point.
1 point. Then I'm gonna use a reroll.
Okay, cool.
And now that was 3 successes. So cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that's 2. One heart back then.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Cool.
1 heart back.
Barely licking my wounds. Used a reroll. Used the dice. I should have just used forward.
Colin is using a
I,
reroll.
I'm using a reroll for a
Okay.
secret.
All right. Thanks. So we're down to 4 rerolls and 6. So if anyone wants to give subs to help us not die, we love it. Like, may payout today, but awesome. Thanks.
And I got it on the second time, so thanks, fam.
Oh
All right,
my god,
cool.
this next round's gonna be wild. Okay, cool.
All right,
Jackie, who are you passing the spotlight to?
Harold.
Harold.
All right. The heavy hitter, well, one of the 2 heavy hitters just got smacked the ever living heck out of. So Harold's gonna switch to defensive, as that is one of their normal roles, and just try to put up the shards that were sent everywhere. They're just going to fill the room with them, so they can use them to make to block whatever. To block as many of the damage this sword can do as possible.
Okay, cool. Okay. Roll for me, and then we'll add successes to it's basically going to be the same thing that Jackie did at the beginning of this combat, but just for this round. It won't be persistent.
Yep, that makes sense. That is 2.
Okay, cool. So, like, on his next attack, I'll minus 2 dice from his attack. Great.
Perfect.
Who are you passing the
I think Sirius should go.
Sirius?
All right. So I am just freaking out. I am at a bad angle, so I did not see Jackie abandon the cryptid's husk.
Okay.
All I see is
Nobody
that
knows.
nobody knows, apparently. Nobody. So I'm not sure if Jackie is come down or is just badly, but I'm going to go ahead and activate my new tag, which is also a remnant from my heartbreak, which is shut up and dance with me. And I'm going to begin to essentially scintillate. The light and the glitter from my wings is going to start really kind of flashing. It draws attention to me. So when the tiger hits from now on, he's going to be looking in my direction first.
Okay.
At least for a little bit.
Roll for me plus the tags, and take an extra 2 dice because Harold is like, honestly, like helping you out here with like the massive disco ball he is creating.
All right. So
I
that
didn't
would
even think
put
about
me...
that, so yeah, this is fucking awesome.
Not gonna lie,
So
that's
that-
like my favorite song this past decade. I'm sorry.
It's such a good song.
Such a good song.
That puts me at 4 successes.
4 successes, excellent. As you like begin doing that, the tiger like looks up at you and like smiles, like kind of like brandishing the sword.
Excuse me.
Hello.
I
Right,
burped.
okay.
Did you want to attack as well? Like,
Um,
also you.
am I allowed to also attack on this turn?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Then yes, I'm gonna go ahead, and now that I have his attention, he's got his sword up, I've got my hammer up, and I'm going to do a full meteoric charge. I'm gonna fly at him as fast as I can and swing my hammer as hard as I can.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just okay. Yeah, cool call then. Okay, I'm subtracting 2 dice from Harold's thing. Ooh, okay.
Okay, is there still a free dice floating around from Harold, or did we use that?
So that's subtracting from the tiger.
That's subtracting from you. Okay.
But oh, that's bad. Okay. But there are dice in the pot, and there are rerolls in the pot.
Yeah, I think we have 6 dice you can snag.
All right, I'm gonna grab 2 of them because my heart rate's pretty low. I'm still at 5. So.
Bastion will fix that.
All right. I got 3 successes.
Awesome. He only got 2. As you like strike down, because of the mechanics of this fight, which one of the extras does this like hit?
It hits the peacock.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Okay.
Okay, no.
Okay, you suppress
This is
me.
better. No, this is better. You do more damage. Okay, cool.
Okay.
As you like swing down, the like tiger kind of like pulls his like hand like across the sky, and some of the eyes kind of like block your path. What does it look like as you destroy a good like half of these eyes?
So as I'm flying in fast, the tiger throws his gauntleted arm across the sky, and a fan of peacock tails just they fill the air, feathers larger than my body, just forming this cloud between us. And aiming my hammer forward, they smash into these emerald and lapis and gold, just light and disco dust and glitter. It just explodes in all this glory shimmering dust all over the. It's half in our eyes, but not really. We can each other, but it lightly obscures the vision.
Awesome. And our final good person. I don't know. Bastion will kind of like look up to you and go like hell yeah. Which is him, you know. Like giving you extra heart rate. That's not good. Okay. He doesn't succeed. It was not a very good encouragement.
It was too cool. He's all distracted. He's like, wow.
He is
Look
too
at that.
flustered. Yeah, and now it's the tiger's turn. Okay, you destroyed, so it can't go. Okay. Sirius, the tiger kind of like leaps towards you, brandishing the greatsword, and kind of like comes at you and strikes. It doesn't have any tags it can add to this because I already spent greatsword on Jackie. That's not good. That's not good. Okay.
All right, well, I mean, unless you whiffed all of them, it can't be worse than mine because I got 1 success. 1 little 6.
No. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Sirius, your heart rate goes down by 1 as it kind of like lightly grazes you. I think you have like enough force to kind of like push it away, but like you still feel the damage done.
Okay.
And then I'm not gonna roll against myself. Harold, I think like as this is happening, you see out of the corner of your eye lightning striking towards you. That's not good. Okay. When I say that's not good, I mean like I rolled badly. Not I rolled well.
It's not good for you.
It's not good for me. Harold, I think you're muted. How many?
You're unmuted, Nick, so.
I am muted, sorry.
Yeah.
How many what?
So he attacked you with lightning.
Yes.
Poor Harold.
Only 1, 2.
Oh, he only got 1. That's fine. I feel
Oh.
like the
Ooh.
lightning and the mirrors kind of like clash in the middle and just kind of like cancel each other out. Cool.
Breaking my
And
mirrors.
we're back to the top of the round. Colin, I am going to leave you for last. Or should I? Colin,
That's
I'm
fine.
going to
Whatever you want to do.
We're going to like return to you at the end of like
You've
player's
tolerated
turn.
me sending you the most batshit messages for the last 5 minutes.
It's so good. It's so good. Jackie, I'm actually serious. We're gonna start with you. You have the tiger in your face. What do you do?
I'm going to try to get in close and I'm gonna try to actually go ahead and grab it and wrestle it back towards the edge of the roof.
Wrestle that shit.
Cool. Yes, roll for me. Yes.
Oh shit!
How many?
All 4 successes.
I only got 1. Okay, excellent. You like managed to like. I feel like the two of you are like in midair, so not only do you like force the tiger to the ground, but you also like push it backwards towards the edge of the edge of the roof. Like in its like struggle to get out, it's kind of like locked into you with the like moose antlers. But you can see your strength like overwhelming that of the moose, and it loses a lot of its vitality.
Okay. So I'm grappling it away from towards the edge of the roof. I'm trying to put more physical space between it and the cryptid. And I'm going to be like, this is I'm gonna reach for something to say. I'm looking for something familiar in the tiger.
Okay, like when you say familiar, what specifically, like what exactly
I'm
are
looking
you trying to
for.
see?
I don't know. There's something in me that's wondering. You know, ever since he said that he was, I asked what he was, and he didn't sound like he used to be a purge. He sounds like he used to be a conduit. I'm wondering, have I ever know? Is there anything in it? Do I know him? Has he known me? Have we ever fought? Is there someone I know that I find in there? Is what I'm looking for.
So, I think you've spent enough time feeling the residual and direct power from the tiger. What I'll tell you is this. The tiger is ancient. The tiger was mortal long before any of you were born. You do not know the tiger. The only things that are familiar about it are the 3 extra pulses it's manifesting right now because you have fought. You have fought alongside the pigeon. You have fought against the moose. You have had the pigeon's things in your home and in your place of work for like at least a couple of hours. The familiar is... What is familiar to you, it is using as a shield. But the tiger itself is as... It would be like staring into a campfire and trying to find something to relate to.
Okay. So I find this both bracing and disheartening. There was part of me that was because I can see the pigeon, and I can see the moose, and I mean, yeah, we had to take extreme measures with the peacock, but like, we're shockingly non-violent as a team. We really, as much as possible, try to use our power to make people and things and lives better. If we can rehabilitate over ending something, we do. And I was desperately looking for something to connect with in the tiger, and instead I'm just finding the things we've connected with previously. But also that's a little bit bracing because I recognize them. And just because I don't see someone in the tiger, I still see my goofy little pigeon. All he wanted to do was win fucking skee ball. He just wanted to cheat with skee ball, and it was so cute. And I see the moose with the zoomies.
As you were thinking about the pigeon, like you look into the wings, and you can feel the pigeon there, and you feel that with a little extra push, you could pull it free, and you could pull it to you.
Okay. Do I have to wait for next turn, or can I try to do that now?
So with that grapple, I dealt damage to like the thing, so I'm gonna say you have to like wait until next turn, but you can pull
Okay.
it out if you wish.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to look past tiger, and I'm gonna be like, not you. Do you remember?
The wings flap, and you hear a coo in the affirmative. The words I have to say on this show. But you get a response.
Don't you?
And that response is yes.
There we go.
You
What
were.
is happening?
Oh, it's a pigeon. You forget I make fantastic animal noises.
Honest.
I know.
So the pigeons look at me, and I'm like, don't listen to him. It doesn't have to be chaos and confusion. You were free. Don't you want to be free again?
You hear more cooing. And I think with that, the spotlight will pass. Who are you passing it to?
I'm gonna go ahead and let's check and see what Jackie's doing.
Jackie's doing some
Jackie.
shit. So, getting a bit of a second wind. Jackie is in there in the bakery, feeling not great. And so Jackie's mouth opens, and so what's really, interesting about Jackie's like human form, you can still see like small, very, very tiny ichor tendrils like attached to like sort of like the base of her skull going into the roof, so that she is still attached to her cryptid. It's just like, it's almost like she's playing possum up there, right? But what she's gonna do, she opens her mouth again, and like her tongue comes out, like the cryptid's tongue comes out in full and unravels, and the heart is there, and she's going to like take it with her hand, and because it's been inside of me for this time, Rook, have I gotten any of those similar feelings that maybe Sirius has gotten about how old this thing is?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I think because you've had its heart inside you,
Mm-hmm.
I think like you like can sense this thing's like timeline, like you can feel
Okay.
like,
Ooh.
echoing through the past, not in any like, I mean there is some detail, you like kind of like see echoes of its past, like a happy, normal man who fought something way too powerful for it. Much like Harold. Like, now that I think about it, and didn't have anyone to pull him back, or at least didn't have anyone powerful enough to pull him back. And you feel over the course of hundreds of years, everything human about it just like burning away.
So hundreds of years.
Yes, this thing has been alive for at least 1,000.
About 1,000 years. Okay, cool. Motherfucker. My people have been here longer than 1,000 years. So, because Jackie is not a colonizer. So, well, you know, at least a quarter of her isn't. So I think what Jackie would actually like to do, while holding this heart, and like now that like she has one hand free, she just grabs a piece of bread and kind of eats it. Like, I think what Jackie would like to do is start to sing something that her grandmother taught her. And it's a, so Jackie is Squamish. And so she's going to sing essentially a song of her ancestors that is to help purge what doesn't belong. She's essentially putting an Indian curse on on this thing. Like, she doesn't have any tags to go along with this.
Okay, but you do have the heart.
I do have the heart in my hand. I'm holding it. Yeah.
Are you okay with the heart being destroyed?
Yeah, like, I'm fine. Like, that's, like, the point, because yeah, of course I'm okay with it being destroyed.
Cool. Its heart rate right now is 10.
Okay.
Okay. You destroy the heart, take 10 extra dice.
What? Just for my purge?
You
Oh
are
my god.
using this thing's heart against it.
Can I? Yeah, I'm using this against it. Okay. So that's a total of 12 dice.
Yes.
2,
It
4.
will be rolling 12 dice against you.
Yeah.
As it uses the tag Heart of the Pulse.
8, 10, 12. Alright. I have that many d6s. Means I have over 12 sets of dice.
Okay.
What did you get?
I got 4 successes.
Well, not only did I get 4 successes, I got 7 successes.
Okay.
Colonizer bullshit in my house. I don't think so. She's eating bread. Like.
Okay. You got 7 successes, so that's a 3. Okay.
Ooh, so it's outside, right?
Yes.
Okay, can I flavor this in a certain way?
I'm going to flavor it a little bit first.
Okay,
I'm going to
fine.
say Sirius is pushing it directly above you.
Okay.
Like, so it's just like above you. Go ahead. Take us away.
Yeah, so what I am going to do is, like, as it's sort of, like, I absorb it into my being at this point, I would like to, and I'm still attached to my husk outside, it pulsates and goes through my husk, and the cryptid stands up, turns around, goes behind it, and rips the pigeon's wings off of it. Yep. Just tears it off. And you hear that drumming just beating, like, from the vibrations that's happening on the cryptid. Like, if that's cool, if I could just rip off the pigeon wings.
No. Before you even said anything, I gave you an extra damage just to bring the pigeon to, like, 0.
Perfect.
Yeah,
We're
the
on the
cryptid,
same
like-
page here. Listen, I am a violent creature. I embody, like, the worst things that is in North American lore. Like, most of them are shapeshifters. So just not. It's not done with this bullshit. So hopefully it'll give my boo a chance to fly on in now. Whenever he gets. But first we got Harold that's got some shit to do. So Harold, go!
Wait, before Harold goes, the cryptid, like, separates violently the pigeon from the tiger. Like, Annika, you hear the, like, ecstatic coos as your pigeon friend is now free. And you see the tiger just wither, like, half of its strength just sapped from it. As this massive amount of power is just kind of, like, placed on top of it and squeezes.
The pigeon poops and flies away. Sorry. Just...
The pigeon poops and flies free. Thank you, Annika. Harold, please save us.
Harold hasn't done so great attacking on it.
By the way, Harold, just to give you another visual, the cryptid's ichor is melting off of it, and you just see there's just skeleton because it's still not doing great. Like, it's having a bad time. I just want to put that visual.
That's true. Harold, I'm going to try to raise Jackie's heartbeat, but I have an idea of how it's going to be flavored. I just want to see how good I actually roll before I go with it. It involves mirrors. Go figure. All right. So
Are you adding
successes.
it? Ooh, 2 successes. Great.
Okay, so I'm up one. Great.
So Harold positions the mirrors and reflects. So there's now 4 cryptids standing behind this thing, holding a pair of wings.
Image.
Excellent.
Since we're using D&D moves anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, you have a mirror guy. At some point,
Bastion kind of like swings a shield up and kind of, like, smashes through the rest of the eyes. You hear, like, a Val, please do a pigeon noise. Not a peacock.
A peacock?
Noise.
Okay.
You hear one of those in excitement as the peacock is now also free. And finally, Alex, Colin, please share with the class what has happened.
Please.
So I love the way this went with Jackie singing. I think as the final notes of Jackie's song fade out, you hear Jackie that last note rings, and then you hear sound rising as a rhythm rises to meet it, and there's like a drum beat, and you hear like a quick count off, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and like this heavy like metal drum beat come in. And then you hear like the bass line from Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin playing. And you hear Axel shouting, "Ah!" As from all around, matching Axel's howl, you hear the baying of hundreds of meth coyotes that Axel has lured back to the mall.
Yes! The mouth coyotes!
Axel is riding his bass like the metal Pied Piper, leading dozens of meth coyotes that are completely encircling the building. And then he like waves up to Jackie and like gestures for her to like toss the motherfucker down here to my coyotes, basically.
I want everyone to know that earlier when I was laughing, like, Colin, no context, literally just sent me the sentence, I want to Pied Piper, the meth coyotes. And I had nothing else to react to.
I want to Pied Piper the meth coyotes.
That is what I had to deal with.
And
Yes.
you made that, and you let me do that. See, that's a great.
I'm
Good
so
jamming.
glad that these things have come back to us.
So Axel and his backup band of meth coyotes surround the building, and like, I want this fight to come down here to my meth coyotes.
Meth Coyotes is my new Tool cover band.
So good.
Okay. As you arrive, because I'm going to, like, you had, like, an action to, like, go tame them. You had an action to bring them back.
Mm-hmm.
As we see the building, like, inexplicably surrounded by these very high dogs.
They are
the cam-
tweaking too. Like these are.
They are
they've had
freshly
a lot of
methed.
meth.
The ones that
Axel
escaped.
gave them more meth before.
That's right.
That's why they agreed to do this. He offered them meth. That's an equal exchange
From Ackle's own supply, too.
from his own supply. Yes.
Freshly
Before-
meth coyotes.
Before, like, the camera moves over, we get a flashback of, like, Axel kind of, like, handing the coyotes a contract and them signing it with their paws. There's a handshake. It's very
Yeah, he's still a
businesslike.
demon, so he still makes sure that people, even dogs, have to sign contracts. Everybody signs
Oh, I
contracts with
forgot
Axel.
about the demon thing. I was just making a bit. It works.
Totally makes sense, though. I mean, he is, yeah. He makes sure. He gets
What
it in
has this
writing.
become?
He'll like any
What
good
has this
artist.
become?
He just dips
Um,
it in like ink and like put the paw, like the leader of the
And-
coyote.
And then gives him a rock and sends him on his way.
Oh, the coyotes fully, like, sign it by themselves. They know what's up with a good contract.
They know
Anyway,
what's up.
They're all so high and salivating and ready to fucking devour a fucking tiger.
the camera pans over to Izzy. Izzy, what's going on?
Yeah, after all that shit.
The first time I'm actually going to cheat on the description I had of the painting because that's
Nice.
going to have to go in. And so I was going to do one of you anyway. So Axel is now colored in a red demon playing a fiddle instead of a guitar for some reason. The coyotes feel like too much like cheating as Izzy is not technically psychic. So
I'll allow it.
Somehow Izzy knew.
okay. Yeah.
Somehow
You
I
can
was
hear the howling.
Yeah.
It comes into
So
your
there's-
subconscious.
So there's a coyote now in front of the tiger shape, backing it into the cage.
I want Axel's full arc to be him to turn into like Jack Skellington, but with like a sleigh, but with meth coyotes pulling a sleigh.
Get what
Like
you
old Saint Nick.
Uh,
I'm sorry, Nick.
No, that's good. The other part is the hammer is a hammer is now defined in one of the people's hands, swinging, kind of pointing, seemingly at the tiger. I almost said lion for some reason. And that's where I'm going to leave it for right now.
Okay, cool. And then we return back to combat with the tiger. Has everyone gone? Yes, everyone's gone. The tiger kind of like looking around, kind of like staring up at like the kind of like essence of the two pulse that have escaped it, looking round like down at the meth coyotes. Kind of like grins. Now this is a fight. Kind of like turns around, looks down at you, Axel, and kind of like pushes outwards, and like from the like moose antlers, a like ball of lightning begins to form in the center of them, and shoots towards you. How many?
Hey,
Yes.
motherfucker.
Why do you have more health? Oh, you don't. Okay.
I'm gonna use my tag axe guitar because
Nice.
he's gonna use his axe base to try to swing Bada Bada and just hit that straight back at it.
Okay.
So
I rolled no successes.
oh well, let's see. I rolled 1, 2, 3 successes.
Okay, cool. How do you separate the moose from the tiger as you swing?
Fucking it charges up the ball of electricity and shoots it at Axel, and Axel takes his base off. This is now hard. Oh, I gotta unstrap this thing. Takes his base off, looks back at one of his favorite meth coyotes. There's like one particular one that he's been hanging with, like he's got like a big cool facial scar, and like missing part of an ear. Look like an older one. He's kind of his speed. We're gonna call him Charlie. And he looks back to him. It's just like, hey Charlie, watch this. And takes his base and just swings, full home run bat swing, and pings the ball of lightning back at the moose. Hits it square in the antlers, and as it does, the antlers kind of just leave the body of the tiger, and then grow a full moose from the bottom of them that, lands and scampers off.
Nice. It just poofs into existence and runs, and the tiger just kind of like screams, "Fight!"
Oh, nice! Did you see that, Charlie? Did you see that? Babe, did you? Okay.
Jackie's distracted. It's fine.
Fine.
Okay. I think the spotlight...
3 successes, so am I not... Oh, are we still at the temporary HP for the thing?
Yeah, you just got rid of the last of it.
Cool. Nice, alright.
Sirius.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, hang on. Let me type out something to you. Sorry about
Sirius.
this.
Throw him to my meth coyotes.
Actually, first, Harold, you go while I type.
Harold,
this out.
throw him to my
Okay.
meth coyotes.
Looks down and shakes his head, and then Harold will just slam one of his mirrors into the cryptid to try and push it closer to the edge of the roof.
Wait, the cryptid or the tiger?
No, the Tiger Man.
Okay, cool. That's
The
not
dice
good.
don't like to attack. Only 1 success.
Oh, it got 2. Okay, cool. As you kind of like push towards it, like again, like this kind of like ricochet of like fire kind of like comes out towards you and kind of like just kind of like grazes you. Wait, what's your heart rate at? Is that 3 now? Because it goes down more.
Yes, that was right.
Okay. Okay, as your heart rate goes down by 1 again. Okay, cool. I understand now. Okay, cool. Who are you passing the spotlight to?
Bastion and Sirius left?
Everyone's left.
Oh.
You were first.
Oh, okay. So I was first this time. Wow, everyone's right
You gotta do
there.
something with these
I
meth
think
coyotes.
Sirius.
Okay.
Hey, who said my name? I'm confused. I have her.
It's
you.
your first.
Okay. My siblings looked up too. They're like, none of us. Okay. So we all have meth coyotes, and all of the captive pulses freed.
Yes.
And I've still got him in a grapple, or Jackie or the cryptid has him in a. Okay, the
So
cryptid has him.
I feel like it's kind of like both of you at this point. Like one on
Okay.
either side.
So I'm going to the cryptid. So, no, actually, I'm going to pull him free of the cryptid because I have one last tag that I have not used. I have not used Hold Me Closer, Tiny Dancer.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you have to.
So I'm going to pull around behind him. I've got my hammer pulled across of him, and I'm going to fly up. I'm going to fly up as fast and hard as I can go, and I'm going to take us as high as I can take us. I'm going to throw him into the air, and I'm going to drive us, all three of us, down into the ground as hard as I can. Him, then hammer, then me. Boom, boom, boom.
Into the meth coyotes.
Into the pile of meth coyotes. So I'm taking how many free dice do we have rolled?
So, I don't know. How many extra dice do we have?
We have 6, unless someone used it since I last used them.
I'm taking 4 of them, bitch. Gives me 10 dice. That gets dice with my tag and everything. So let's roll. And now that's got me to 5 successes.
Okay. I rolled 0. And I told you, I told Arnica specifically how many heart rate this thing had. Arnica, describe what happens as you reduce the tiger's heart rate to 0.
All right, so
Feed them, Arnica. Feed them.
as we shoot down a moment, the sky isn't filled with 1,000 fallings, filled with one very bright blue. The flames of the tiger, it screams its rage, wrap around. We are trailing glitter and fire and blood and rage, and we into the ground, leaving an enormous crater right where I normally park my fucking Honda. It's at home, but my parking space and Alex's parking space is gone. I've blown in every window on the front of the mall.
Lester's
I've blown
car.
in the windows. Yeah, a shockwave has hit. And I am battered. I'm not okay. I am severely hurt, strength of the impact, but not as hurt as the tiger, who is being slowly drawn into the endless of my hammer.
Can you also unmute yourself on Google, Arnica?
You let me say all that knowing good and hell well that I was muted on closed captioning.
I didn't see it until I came back, so I'm sorry. I was looking here and the subtitles are over on screen 3. I was looking at screen 2.
Sorry. Mine are way the fuck over here.
You drive the tiger into the ground. The coyote's kind of nipping at its hair, at its clothes, at everything they can get a chance to. And you feel a surge of energy come towards you. You kind of look up, and the fire, there is no phase 3, do not worry. The fire kind of what's the word? A tide coming in, but Arnica, you are, or at least the tiger beneath you is the source of the ocean as flames draw back into its body. And I'm not plotting a phase 3, don't worry, Nick. Comes back into the body, and then this time for certain, the tiger begins turning to ash slowly. The pieces of it edged in that same blue light now fizzling out. And as the tiger is lying there It looks up at you as he says, "Huh. In the end, I'm glad it was you." And the tiger dissolves into dust, kind of like swirling around you, around these dogs, and settling on your hammer, which glows with that same blue light. Sirius, what do you do next?
I am one of my I it flutters off and it just kind of I'm falling apart, but not in a way that looked like I've been terribly injured so much that it just looks like the magic is giving up. And I turned to Harold and I'm going to say, I need to get to eat right now.
Harold kind of like flies down to you, kind of like grabs you by the shoulder and says, like, I can do that. And like,
I don't mean to disrupt the proceedings, but like these coyotes, they really got to eat. I saw that guy turned into dust, and he can't really eat that. You got anything to feed these coyotes? Because like they can't be reasoned with. Serious? Anything?
I'm gonna vaguely gesture over my shoulder. I'll be like, all the windows are busted open. Go through fucking eggs on the floor. I don't. And
you got it. True.
And I'm gonna lean on Harold and let Harold do whatever magic he's gonna mirror.
Cool. We see the two of you kind of like take off as the coyotes kind of like trot into the mall to have a feast of meat pies. It's a short distance. You find Izzy. You find Izzy at the train station. Izzy, has the painting on the wall changed since we last saw you?
It is mostly done now. There just is the figure holding. There's been the cryptid drawn in very obviously, along with Bastion and Harold in kind of fighting poses, using their weapons to guard the others from the tiger. There's just the figure watching and the one holding the hammer left to fill in.
Sirius. Harold drops you down. You see this painting. You see Izzy standing before it.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to stagger over to Izzy and to the painting. Just kind of, I'm leaning very heavily on my hammer. I'm gonna go just kind of cup you right at the chin with my other hand and be like, so you understand what's about to happen. You're okay with this?
What? Are you sure?
Izzy. Yeah, I'm sure. It's been good. And you're gonna be great. I'm sure.
Okay.
All right. Shut your eyes. And I'm going to step back and I'm going to lift my hammer over my head and swing it around as hard as I can. And as it hits the wall onto Izzy's, directly where Izzy's sitting, this hammer that has smashed through veils between worlds and has thrown things that weighed tons without ever, without ever getting smudged. This is a metaphysical hammer. It's not really made of glass, except for when it is. Just now, as it hits the concrete wall, the hammer shatters. Shards of diachrotic crystals go flying through the air. And as they do, they fly towards Izzy, shattering further and further, fine into glitter. And magic starts pouring off me, my wings, my outfit, all of it joins swirl of disco dust and glass around Izzy until finally I settle on my feet, completely powerless and happier than I've been in years. And I watch as Izzy starts their new transformation.
Izzy, take us away. What does it look like as you transform?
The glitter and shards of glass swirl around Izzy as they stand, slowly opening their eyes as they feel this surge. A transformation sequence starts. It circles around their legs, giving them armored boots, not nearly as big of heels as what Sirius could wear, but a little bit. Giving them kind of a little more ruffled version of their old costume as it goes up. Continuing, it seems like they're growing a cape, but it's wings kind of made of glass. And then the hammer starts to form, and then it elongates and grows out longer and longer, becoming something like a spear. The tip ending something like this, actually. As they hold it, they gasp and almost drop the spear as it finishes forming and the costume finishes. These cape stained glass wings flourishing behind their head and going all the way to their feet. And then they almost fall right on their ass as they try to hold this spear. This is my kit. Whoa. This is a lot serious.
Perfect. You look amazing. You're going to do great things.
The hammer had hit the painting Izzy was drawing. The two figures are formed, serious in their baking clothes, watching, smiling, as we all shed the skin, force the tiger into a cage. The hammer is now elongated, a shadow still there, it becoming the spear Izzy wields, as the other figure shields in to become Izzy's new form. Izzy smiles. Let's try and test these powers out a little. And I tap the painting and make a portal and step through it with Sirius back to the restaurant, to the roof where the other painting is that they made long ago.
Sirius, before we rejoin the others on the roof, as you're walking through this portal, for a moment, you are on a beach, sitting in a boat, no longer moored by the hammer, but instead a silhouette outlined in sparkles and glitter is holding onto it, and they say to you, "I'll take care of them."
And I'll look at it just once and nod and shut my eyes and open them again as I emerge on the roof.
Okay. The two of you emerge on the roof. Axel, Jackie, where are the two of you?
Bro, Jackie is just lying on the bakery floor dying. Like, just lying there, like, the tendrils have unhooked, so the cryptid has gone back into Jackie, essentially. And she's just lying there, and she's like... Shortcake. Like...
There are meth coyotes everywhere in here.
They
It's
know
a
better
dangerous
than
place
try
to
and
be
even
right now.
touch
It's
Jackie,
a good
though.
thing I'm inside.
No, we let them into the bakery to eat meat pies. They're the meth
No
coyotes.
one. Okay, I did not know about this. So I was doing that before the meth coyotes came in, and then as
Fair
soon
enough.
as they came in,
Oh, gotta go.
like Jackie stands up, but like I just recognize the sound of meth coyotes, like no problem. Like as soon as they come in though, Jackie stands up and there's like the cryptid and it's like, ooh, dinner. The meth coyotes, hopefully to scare them the fuck away. Because this is, I imagine this creature is like passed down generationally, like is like the boogeyman of the meth coyotes.
They've
sort
all
of
heard
thing.
stories.
In truth, though, it's just to scare them away because the cryptid, it's too tired to do anything else right now.
Axel or Alex, where are you?
Axel's outside, hanging with the meth coyotes, and when they like rush into the bakery, he runs in there with them, and he's got like names for all of them now already. He's just like, "Hey, Marvin, Hank, not so fast. Form a line. There's enough meat pies for everybody. Charlie, I see what you're doing. Just don't take advantage of the fact that you're my favorite. Oh, fuck, Jackie." And he like runs over and like, "Hey, you should get out of here. There's a lot of meth coyotes."
I'm gonna fucking eat every single one of them.
You shouldn't. They're very high, and that'll get in your system. It'll be a whole nasty thing. How about we go to the roof and just wait this one out? Let them have their thing. We'll get you a cheeseburger. What do you say? McDoubles?
I could use a shit ton of McDoubles right now.
Let's get you a McDouble.
Just nudges you with its big bony nose and slithers its way very slowly up to the roof. But grabs your hand again, like, nah, good, come on, like,
Coming.
The two of you, like, get to the roof to see, Izzy and Sirius, like, enter through a portal. And Harold, I guess. Harold was there too. Harold's not important right now.
Yeah. No, I'd let...
Harold's help us fight this thing. Harold is very important. Like,
He
He's
can come
fine.
with. I like Harold.
He's fine. He's doing
Hi,
his own
Harold.
thing.
Welcome back.
The two of you see Izzy with powers.
As I say, welcome back. You look cool.
Yeah, thanks. I don't think I'll quite be a replacement for Sirius, but I'll try my best.
we're not looking for replacements of anyone.
And what do you mean replacement?
You were always part of the team, so you're not replacing anyone.
Kind of just rejoining the band, more like.
Yeah. You just ended your sabbatical, and Sirius is retiring.
Young,
Sirius is
pretty, and rich. Except I'm not rich.
It's Vancouver. Nobody's rich here. Even in Fantasy Vancouver, nobody can afford any fucking houses. It's fine. Like,
I have a lot of very loyal customers downstairs right now, so you never know. They could have money.
Meth coyotes? They love your food.
They're all the
Meth
two, they don't have
coyotes.
money.
We just ruined Sirius's whole business as they eat your whole inventory.
She
If they
had
find
coyote
anything,
insurance.
Jackie was
She-
going down.
I mean, everyone in this area has coyote insurance, right? It's required by law.
So Vancouver has earthquake, volcano, tsunami,
Meth coyote.
meth coyote, forest fire. The only thing it doesn't have is like hurricane and tornado, like because those
Fair.
don't really happen.
Oh god, a tornado happened in Eastern Oregon a few years ago. It was the scariest shit.
Well, we actually had one. We had a giant water
Yeah.
spout off of the airport like this year.
Yeah,
Like,
that too. I remember that as
so
well.
what the fuck? I live in the Pacific Northwest. I'm supposed to wait for the big earthquake, not the fucking
Yeah.
tornado. I left the American South. Thank you very much. Like, anyway, continue. Sorry, just my life.
I don't remember. There were meth coyotes.
Mhm.
oh,
That's
what everyone's-
yeah.
What do you mean Sirius is hanging it up? You retiring? You getting out of the game?
I'm done.
Fucking fair.
I'm. You see any fucking wings? Look at me. Now look at Izzy. Now look at me. Izzy, turn around. I'm gonna grab you by the shoulder, bring you around so that they can see the wings. Go ahead. It's gonna feel kind of like clenching your butt, but with your shoulders. Do it. They'll flare.
Yeah, dude, I'm on the brink of death, and
Okay,
I fucking noticed.
Izzy's wing pops out. They look like stained glass butterfly wings, but much more neon.
Like a
colored.
fucking church. I love it.
No, I mean, I can clearly see Izzy's got powers again and all that, but I guess, sorry, what got to me was that you could just give them up like that. You could just walk away. It was that easy.
Can we establish a weird
You're not-
canon right now? And that all of us have actually gotten powers from a previous hero before, and Axel just forgot.
I'm
Like,
gonna leave that up to you individually whether you want that to be true for yourself.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense.
I know that would be hilarious though. I'd be like, bro, you didn't fucking remember? Okay. Like, I guess I don't know, it's all fucking stuff that just happens. This is Fantasy Vancouver. Anything can happen.
Yeah, everything has happened already.
Yeah, I know.
So I could just get out of here whenever I want. You didn't
Right.
fucking tell me that.
Time out. You think you're trapped here?
Yeah, well, not strictly speaking trap, but I'm a fucking demon, man. Like, we work on contracts. I thought I had some kind of like
Who did
Purpose
you sign?
to
Who
fulfill.
did you sign a contract with to be here?
Alex.
Well,
come on.
has the contract needs been met?
I think so. Let me ask you. What the fuck is going on?
I
What?
don't fucking know, dude. Like, pulls off the skull helmet and just, ugh, I don't
They
know.
told me
Axel's
you played a record and
tired.
Axel showed up.
Axel's like packing right now, and he's getting all of his luggage together. What is happening?
Are you?
Your demon just found out that his silver spurs could have worked all along.
Oh,
I
so
just-
he's. Oh, fuck me.
You might want to.
Sure.
I should wait till you get home for that.
Give me just talk amongst yourselves. Hold on.
It's always gonna be this heavy, serious.
Not for me.
We're gonna have to find a new base.
You
I
think
mean,
Sirius
well-
is gonna let us out of
Well,
here for
no,
life?
because
What?
absolutely not.
Wait,
I mean,
wait.
base has not changed.
Time out.
Yeah, I
Colin,
need
do
to
you
hear
actually
what's
wanna have
about
a
to happen
conversation?
here.
Oh, just that Axel's Alex's eyes light up with the fire again, and we see they start to like glow brighter and brighter until flame is just pouring out of his pupils, and
It's fucking
It-
metal.
Yeah, and it streams from his eyes into the guitar. And then we hear Axel's voice coming from the bass guitar as he possesses it fully, leaving Alex to his own body for the first time in years. Yeah, Axel says he's just gonna hang out in there now. He said I didn't need him anymore, so he's just gonna be my cool demon base now, I guess.
Axel, you are, and Axel specifically, you are in a space of your own within the spiritual construct of this bass guitar. It is more space than you've ever had, whether that be in whatever hellish dimension you came from or Alex's head. It is wide and it is empty, and you feel a breeze wafting through this place. It is cool, and it smells strangely like the ocean, and it feels good. It feels peaceful, and it feels right being here.
As he manifests a Corona with lime into his hand and slugs it and walks around his new office space, summoning things from his mind as he goes, because it's his mental construct and he can. And it's only a few short moments later that we see him on a beach, pounding beer and playing drums with a band of meth coyotes, cranking out some brutal metal and just having the time of his life, as he like gets into like some kick-ass drum solo and like points his stick up in the air, and he like manifests the image of Alex in fireworks, because why the fuck not? Arena rock breakdown.
And we return to back to real space.
It sounds like he's having a great time in there, so
Yeah.
so yeah, just me now.
Just leans on you like a golden retriever. Like, just physically cannot hold themselves up. So, I'm really low in calories, and I ate a heart that didn't agree with me. And
Yeah.
maybe I should learn before I put things in my mouth. But you know what? It's
Crazy.
fine. It's fine. I'm okay.
Do you want to get a Mick quadruple?
I just want, or I could just have 4 McDoubles.
That would be a Mick octuple.
Yeah, I'll have 4 McDonald's and a 20-piece McNugget and a large chocolate shake. And then on the way back, we could stop at the Korean fried chicken place. And we could get the gaucho style. And on the way there, we can, but from there, because she's like naming every like fast food spot between there and their house. Like, and what
Jesus
she wants from every single one of those.
You are describing the food you want to get as you like begin walking to these places. I think right now I would like.
I have a very important question.
Go for it.
Axel, can you just give her a piggyback, because I don't think she's.
Oh, Alex can, certainly.
Yes, Alex. Yes.
Alex absolutely can.
Cool. Piggyback time. Let's go. Ugh, all like
Come
just
on,
dead
Sleepy.
dead weight on you.
And with that, I would like an epilogue. At least one. You can have more if you'd like. But I'd like an epilogue from each of you.
Someone go before me because I have to pee again.
And I'm probably
Listen.
going to be with Jackie in it. So
There we go.
Okay. Sirius.
Okay. So Sirius spends the next day and a half just completely, deeply asleep. And then spends an entire weekend telling everybody that she's perfectly fine and having a wonderful time, sitting in the dark, crying because she doesn't doubt the choice she made, but a little loss, and it takes, sometimes you just have to process it. So she spends a weekend crying in some cookie dough, and that Monday has never felt better. So
What? Oh, go ahead.
while we're waiting for, it's gonna take at least a week to get the glass fixed at the mall. I dealt when I killed that tiger. We are all off. We are all off work while the city of Fantasy Vancouver fixes the building. And so I'm going to take that time to. I'm thinking about franchising. That's my epilogue. Sirius is thinking about opening a second bakery. She can just do bakery stuff in one and kind of keep our main bakery as a backup, always the base for everybody. But also I'll have a safe secondary store way the fuck far on the other side of town from muffled disasters.
In other words, you want one that's not going to get destroyed every few weeks.
Sure do.
we need a decoy bakery to keep our home base safe.
Yeah, no, home base is the decoy bakery. Is my rent safe? Sorry, go Rook.
Sirius, what is the first new thing you do without your powers?
The first new thing I do is music class. She goes a beginner's guitar class because the thought of sneaking up, because now
You
the
muted
powers
again.
have nothing to do with me.
On the
You're muted
Googles.
again.
On the Googles.
Oh,
You're Googles.
yeah.
Thanks.
So now that I don't have powers are kind of fun again. And the thought of sneaking into Jackie and Alex's house while they're busy and playing Axel is like way high on my list. Just be like, hey buddy, doom doom doom. He'll be like, oh no, that's not how you put it all. I'll be like, I'm so bad at this. Boom boom boom.
The funniest thing.
So that's
You're
what she's
physically
doing.
hurting
She's
me.
taking music classes.
Serious, I'm trying to fucking study.
The
You got
funniest thing
faithless.
about that is like the idea that like you need music lessons in order to annoy Axel, as if you couldn't just like pluck at strings and annoy him that way. But that's very good. I do love that.
I love the idea, like as a guitar, like I've been playing guitar since I was 12. So of course when I started, I was absolutely horrible. And the idea that my instrument could be angry at me for how bad I am at playing it is like painful to me. Like, oh my god, if your guitar could talk, it's like, you fucking suck. Would you please just stop? Oh god. So Axel's a tough critic for you, but you're slowly getting better.
Izzy.
Izzy. Sorry, finding where in my notes exactly what. First, kind of spends a bit of time realizing that all of a sudden they have an apartment to themselves. Getting a letter from their mom, kind of saying, "Hey, I won't go bug you anymore for at least a while," which is pretty great. Their mom kind of sucked. They approach Sirius and want to learn how to bake. If we're going to keep the bakery as a thing and Sirius is going to open a new one, somebody should be working in there at least part-time. And also wants to have Alex try to teach them guitar, especially when Izzy's not feeling as well. His music is a great way, especially with Axel there, to be a jackass, to at least kind of make them laugh and forget some things. I think that'll be me for now, although I have more. I just am thinking about it for a minute.
Okay, cool. We can return to you. Alex, Jackie, in whatever order the two of you want to go. Jackie, sure.
So Jackie is definitely, probably as, the summer ends and fall rolls in and it starts to fucking rain again. Jackie, has her first class at the community college, where she's taking her, essentially training to become a game warden. It's kind of nervous because she's surrounded by a whole bunch of people, and sometimes she's gotta not tendril them when they annoy her. And so, but during one of her, presentations that she has to give for one of her classes, she definitely makes it Meth Coyote.
Oh, you get 100 on that.
I know everything about the Meth Coyotes. I have eaten them. But there's also something I would like to ask you at some point, Rook. A couple episodes ago, Jackie did send a text to her mom. Did she ever get a response from her mom?
Oh. Tell me what the text was again.
It was just it was just a, whether this was what it was or not in context, I believe it was letting you know I got status and I'm going back to school. And I think when Jackie does go back to school, there's just this selfie that she sends of her in front of the class, or she posts it to her Instagram. And her mom does follow her on Instagram, so maybe hoping things would be seen.
Has she ever interacted with a post before?
There's been some hearts once in a while, every now and then, once every year, there's a like kind of thing.
I don't think you get a response to the text, but I do think you get a like on the post.
Cool.
Take your wins.
Yeah. Maybe at one point, when they're finally alone in their house, Jackie will look at Alex and be like, so I'm thinking I need to go to therapy.
Why do you think that?
Because I think I'm addicted to affection and attention, and that's what makes me hungry. And the way that she says it, the way that she says affection and attention, it's a little bit more intense than that.
Well, if that's what yeah, okay.
I think I'm done with trauma. Just done with it.
I mean, you don't get to pick it.
No, but I get to leave it, right? I get to move on from it. I get to
Yeah.
Just tell it could fuck off, especially generational trauma. And I think I can.
You can live past it, sure.
Do you want to stick around for that?
Seriously?
Yeah, I mean, like, just because I have to go through some stuff does not mean that you have to be a part of that if you don't consent to it. That's how that works. Like, it's not your responsibility, it's mine.
True. It's just, I mean, Jack, like, kind of been at your side forever now. I don't know what make you think I would leave now.
All right, just remember that if you ever need to go, it's okay, and I'll be okay. But thanks.
No, I'm good. I got my outlets. As I seamlessly transition to his epilogue, as he like turns back to his.
Yeah.
Before we get to epilogue, Alex, I do have a question for you, Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
In however long it takes the workshops with the therapist, I think you find like a very good native-led organization. It's very good, top-notch care. And as you work through this, what does your cryptid become in the wake of the healing, if anything?
I think physically the cryptid doesn't change because it's not a matter of erasing the trauma or changing. It's all about realizing that what Jackie is, even if it's a creature, even if it's a monster, even if it's something unsavory and weird, it's still okay. And it still deserves to exist in this world. And it still deserves love, and it still deserves affection. And so the cryptid doesn't change. Except that maybe it seeks out it just doesn't eat fast food anymore. It actually like it seeks out better things.
The Mick octuple.
Yeah, it starts to take care of its body in a way that it's like it doesn't seek out bad food when it doesn't have to. It doesn't seek out things that are bad for it that gives it a quick fix for what it is. It accepts that it is there and that it exists, and now it learns how to cook.
Oh my god, excellent. Become Gordon Ramsay.
And it starts with Hamburger Helper, okay, but then it moves on to like, curries, and then it moves on to fry bread, and like we're good.
Alex.
Rewind. It's okay. I have my outlets. As he turns back to his council in their tiny ass apartment, where he took over their kitchen table to make the tiniest little like recording booth there, where he's been making music, using mostly Axel in guitar form when Sirius isn't over, thumping around on him. He sits down and he reflects on their experiences. I mean, he got to be, for a while, he got to be a superhero, basically. And then he willingly gave it up. And Sirius, likewise, got to be a superhero for a while and then willingly gave it up. So he found that interesting. So he decided to start writing music about it. And he's writing this whole like metal concept album about he and his friends and their adventures. And he's calling the album Heartbeats in Perfect Sync as he looks at the camera and winks.
That got
Nathan, are
me.
you still here?
That got me.
by his band Axel and the Riffs.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Backup band of Meth Coyotes.
Okay.
Featuring the Meth Coyote.
Featuring Meth Coyotes.
Okay. The tears are gone. I am filled with rage now.
I remember that I imagine like there's just a one track on the album where it's just the Meth Coyotes like howling to riffs.
Did you
Yeah.
sample the old dude's album?
There's an old Pink
Hilarious.
Floyd song.
Oh, I
They've never heard
forgot.
it. There's a great Pink Floyd song called Seamus that's from one of the really early, I think it's off, I can't remember the name of it, but it's I'll think of it. But they literally found a hound dog that would sing along every time they played the blues. So they just like took this old shepherd and played like blues guitar riffs and put a microphone in front of it, and it just howled along to it. And it's the cutest thing ever.
That's so cute.
And there's definitely a track on this album just like that. That's just howling Meth Coyotes.
I was just fucking here for this.
I said the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all, or is there more?
I'm good. I'm done. Yep. I think that. I mean, I ended at the wink. That was where it froze and the credits started to roll in front of
Nice.
Axel's face.
And it's the Meth Coyote song that's playing in the credits.
Yep.
After scenes credit, Rooks. What is it?
Oh,
The
wait,
Marvel after credit scene.
Wait, Izzy, was there more?
Oh
that you
yeah,
wanted?
that's right. Izzy has something.
Izzy
I
gets the
just
Marvel
wanted
credit
to wrap one other thing up in a nice little bow of Izzy actually handing portraits out to their friends. For Sirius, it's actually a new sign for your store of Sirius as a pecan roll styled strawberry shortcake sort of character, but a
Oh.
little sexier.
Just 1 second. So, like, these scenes are kind of playing as the credits roll, kind of like...
Yeah.
Like, just the scenes popping up with, like, every... Anyway, carry on.
Oh, I can see that beautifully.
Thank you for
The
calling them
ne-
pecans.
The next is Alex and Axel in an anime-style guitar battle,
Album cover.
side by side. Jackie is a portrait of her in their game warden outfit, a long shadow stretching over the woods with large horns rising over.
Hell yeah. Hell
Um,
yeah.
Bastion is a stallion Arthurian knight in that Batman pose over the city. It's like they're and then Harold. I always have such trouble with Harold. I think in a portrait of Harold's is almost a group portrait, as all of his friends are reflected in the mirrors, reaching out to him. And that was what I.
Scene.
Oh.
The end of the, like, end credits song kind of playing... is the word diegetically?
Diegetic means it's in universe music, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the characters can hear it if it's diegetic. Yeah.
Yeah, like we hear it like diegetically, like off in the distance as we are hit with the scent of an ocean's breeze. We are on a beach. We hear Axel doing his rendition of the song with the spiritual Meth Coyotes, or the actual Meth Coyotes, I suppose. As we see a figure kind of like sprawled out in the sand, kind of just like sitting lazily, a peaceful, contented smile just brushing their lips, long blue hair kind of like flowing in the wind behind them. As we see the tiger, no fire, just a mortal man who once fell through the rifts. and was caught. A soft landing here on this beach. The sound of the ocean rising and crashing in front of him. Yeah. We end on this scene. What was I saying? Yeah. Him falling through the rifts, caught here, peacefully, forever, where he can now rest. And that's game.
Where he can rest when the meth coyotes allow.
They have a
They are
beautiful
best
song.
friends.
They are best friends.
He could
Oh
probably
my
rock a
God.
metal song or two too with his looks.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Wow.
yo, him and Axel are gonna totally start a band. Yo, that'd be badass actually. I kinda love that idea.
So, hey everyone. Thanks for coming and showing off. Can I just give let's do a round of applause for ourselves and for Rook, of course, for running this amazing game. And for Nathan, who's in the chat.
Thanks,
For
Nathan.
making this game. It was super exciting to play. I had a great time. We had 10 weeks of absolute insanity. All 10 episodes happened. Which, anyone who produces a freaking show knows it's like, are we going to get everything? On schedule, completed. Fucking rock stars here. I am so happy and so grateful that you all joined this game, for running it, for everyone for playing it. It was a great time, a wonderful time. Y'all know where to find me. Y'all know to come here tomorrow night and watch me again, and Wednesday and watch me again before sabbatical starts. But everybody else, you need to tell us where we can find you on the internet. What are you doing? Because we're not going to see you for a while. So I need to know. Colin, you're up.
Hi. Thank you, Val. That was so much fun. Our kids are so cute, and I'm gonna miss them. I'm going to miss them so much.
We'll just
Alex,
write fanfic. It's fine.
that's true. We can always write fanfic.
They can have their
Alex
own
is-
farm on Stardew. Look at his face! Look!
I don't. So I just had one of those adult moments that I'm just gonna tonight where I was right after this game. I had plans to hang out with a friend, and I really actually wanted to do that. I was looking forward to it, but also had that adult moment where they texted me and canceled, and my very first emotion was like, "Fuck yes!" Like, I'm going to do nothing. I'm going to play Stardew Valley, and I'm going to not leave this chair, like the swamp beast that I am. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to vibing and doing some Stardew Valley after this. But I have had so much fun vibing with you, Val. With Alex and Jackie are incredibly adorable. And thanks, Nathan, for making this game, because this was super fun. We had a lot of fun with these incredible weirdos. And Nick, thanks for all of the incredibly cool art descriptions for the last entire series. But just like Abby, you've been like churning out these dope ass, incredibly awesome ideas. All things that I really want to see made, like so bad. Like, I want all the artwork. And Arnica, thanks for giving me feels, because giving up powers at the end got me good. Like, I don't know. I'm glad Sirius can just rest now and like doesn't have to worry about everybody. That was delightful. And Rook, you sweet boy, thank you. I love you. It's such a JRPG move, and I love you for it, of like taking all the previous boss battles and making a Megazord out of them for phase 2. You totally made a Megazord out of like a pigeon and a moose. Oh, amazing. Anyway, I'm Colin. I've been Alex and Axel, and now I'm not. Now I'm just Colin. I'm at Six String Games on Twitter. I make games under the name Six String Games with my best friend Anna. Just came out with a game called Altitude a month ago. Coming out with a single player game next month. And I'm coming out with a chapter of a new book we're writing called The Maestro's Guide to Game Mastery. That is our how-to manual on how me and Anna run games. And the first chapter I'm putting out, it'll be out in a few days. First chapter I'm putting out is about dramatic pacing and building tension and pacing. So yeah, check that out. But that's all for me, and I'll be back, I'm sure. Not the last we've seen of the Rifts. Nick.
Yep, I'm next. Everyone's amazing. I knew about the serious thing, and I still got all. I'll save most of it for when we do our post-session gush, though. I'm Nick. I played Izzy. I had the wonderful pleasure of bringing them to life with these amazing people. I'm on social media, Twitter, _strike. In June, I'll be streaming on my own channel, a Power Rangers game I'm running. I've got some great people, no one from here, but great people nonetheless, who are going to be playing with me, and I'm really looking forward to it. It starts the first Monday of June.
Making your overlay.
Yep.
All right. Hi, I'm Arnica, and I have played Sirius, and it has been a fantastic 10 weeks. I cannot believe how fun this has been. Nathan, your game has been crazy good. So much fun. And you can find me on Twitter at ArnicaxRoss. You can find Twitch at Elfloyd83, I think. I don't use my Twitch. And if you message me on Twitter, we can be Switch friends and you up and we play Mario Kart. And that's been me. It's been great to see you guys. I'll be seeing you around.
Is it me?
It's you, babe. Go ahead.
Hi, I've been Rook. I have been your storyteller for the past 10 episodes. Nathan, you know I love your games. You know I'm here for them. Thank you to everyone for joining us on this adventure. Thank you to my excellent players for joining me on, as a lot of you may know, my first ever streamed series that's larger than a one-shot. That's weird to say. That's exciting. Yeah. You can find me on Twitter at RJK Games. Throughout the month of May, I will be streaming hopefully every Tuesday and Thursday. On Tuesday, I'm planning to be streaming my first ever Terraria playthrough, just because I have the game and I need motivation to play it, so why not do it for Twitch? And on Thursdays, I will be playing Stardew Valley. That will be every... that will be Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. British summertime, which is 3 p.m. Eastern time. You can check out my Linktree, which is Linktree/RJK Games for a couple of other links, but I especially want to point out my itch.io. There's nothing really exciting on there right now, but by the end of this month, you'll be able to find at least an Ashcan version of Monsters, a Lumen game about monsters reclaiming the dreams that were stolen from them by humans. And by the end of September, you'll be able to find 2 other games. Our Love Will Destroy Us, a game about vampire hunters trying to save the vampire they fell in love with from the frenzy of hunger, and Not If I Destroy You First, a game about vampires hunting down a vampire hunting down the vampire hunters who are trying to claim their life. And yeah, that's my pitch. You'll find me on the internet on streams and stuff in May and June, and then I won't be back until like October. Also, I am Baby. Goodbye.
You are Baby. All right, babes. We will see you all again one time in the world. We're gonna go raid my friend It's the Riddler, who is playing some payday too. So let's get that started here, and we will see you next time, which will be whatever. Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you.